back to roll call.
Roll call.
Whoa. So good to be
Roll
back
call.
after a week break. The face you made was perfect.
It's always perfect.
It's always
Glorious.
super excited to be back. But before we get into it, as usual, I will pass it along to the creepy crow man.
Crow Man, savior of the city.
The crow, not the same.
That's
No
why
relation.
There's the crow and then there's Crow Man.
Crowman.
Crowman. That's his day name.
My name's Bob
He's
Crowman.
he's a lawyer.
Oh, man.
He fights for justice and then he fights for justice differently.
Fights for justice. People in the American way.
This is what these streams openings are for, is just building Crowman's backstory.
Crowman lore confirmed.
I'm on Chrome.
It's like if Batman and Daredevil had a kid.
Hate that.
Yeah. Well, today we're playing D&D.
D&D.
This video will go up on YouTube on Monday.
Monday.
If you can't get enough of our faces, there is always Sundays.
Sunday.
With Vampire the Masquerade, DC by Night, Monument of Shadows.
Hey,
Shadows.
shadows.
And a story told by one Simer.
That's
Timer.
me. What up?
Mark.
Next week will be different.
Different, you say?
So different.
How?
How
Different as in we are not playing D&D.
Oh,
But-
you don't say.
What?
It will not be a break of stream.
We're not breaking.
No, in fact, we will be doing something exciting. We will be playtesting the newest micro RPG in development.
Micro.
Homebrewed here at
Homebrewed at Roll Call Studios.
Microbrew.
Microbrew. Next week
Soon
we will
Ever
be.
seen?
So this is what it is. Next week we will be playtesting a micro RPG that I have been writing, called Clown Car. I know I can write. I can read too. Not at a good level or anything, but
So proud.
Hooked on Phonics did wonders for me.
Colbert.
At least they're honest.
So yes, next week we'll be playing a simple D6 system micro RPG called Clown Car. It's going to be silly. It's going to be stupid. It's going to be a lot of just improv and yes-anding as my players play clowns asking to do weird stuff. But if you want to hear more about it and give any input that you like, you dislike, you got to come back next week and see how that goes. Anything else you got to
Better
promote?
be here for the Hong Kongs.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, I do have stuff that I would like to plug. We are going to be coming back live with Season 6 of Chicago by Night over on the RPG table before the end of this month. If I can read calendars appropriately, we should be going back live on the 30th at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where I'm playing a monster fucker this season. So
Hell
come check it
yeah.
out. It should be a great time.
Again?
Lots of
Again?
monsters and lots of
Listen.
What murder?
What murder?
It all started.
Yes, and fuck you, size and chats.
Fucking signs and chat.
Fuck you, sign chat.
Fupa.
Anything else in the peanut gallery?
Oh,
Well,
I got nothing.
we're going to kick off this tonight's episode with just the best thing.
popcorn.
Okay.
Food.
Titties?
Oh, titty.
Tacos?
This is what they.
titty
This is what
tacos?
the child is singing as we re-enter the scene.
Oh.
This is the song.
Wow.
Never
Ice
end.
cold milk and an Oreo cookie forever go together. What a classic combination. The one and only creamy, crunchy, chocolatey taste. O-R-E-O.
Ring
Wow,
wow,
since we've seen that one.
child for that one.
Yeah. Well, and it needs to be something different than the Oreo song. I need to change it up. That was just the one that came to my
So I
head.
just has to learn a bunch of old jingles.
Yeah.
F-R-E-E,
Best
that spells
part
free.
like
Credit report.
Nestle
Oh,
Crunch.
No, it's the small child and it's... I have long-term payments and I need cash now.
Called Gigi.
The whole family starts joining in.
Yes, no.
That's what they're on the run for. Is they
Oh my
defrauded these
God.
people? They're like that's their company, but they just defrauded everyone.
Oh, God, what was the old college one?
Get connected
For free
There.
at Education Connection.
Oh boy. Anyone else
Oh
dating
my
themselves
God.
right now?
Yeah, is anybody else old as shit?
Oh my god.
Anybody at all?
Anyone else remember
That's
Carrot
crazy.
Top
There's a reason
song,
my mouth
Collect
is
Calls?
And anybody else grew up in the 90s? No? Alright.
I don't want to say anything in fear of.
Shut up,
doxing,
youngin.
Shut up,
Shut your
youngin.
mouth.
Shut up, man.
How dare you?
I'm actually nearing
remember-
1,000
not
years
the
old.
man.
I remember back in the day with the Stanley Steamers jingle.
Oh,
Stanley
you
Steamer
man,
gets
we
our
can
home
go
cleaner.
oh, she had some really good stuff.
588 to 300
100
Empire.
today.
Today.
Oh,
Alright, now that
boy.
we've just plugged all these companies for free, can we please get into the fucking
Hey, sponsor
game?
us.
We get
Any
a
of you.
sponsor.
Hey, Oreo, what up?
Hey,
Are they still
JG
in
Wentworth.
business? Is the question.
877 cash now.
Anyway, we rejoin our order of tarts, and I'll apologize now. I'm a little allergies. The ragweed has just shown up and just started punching me in the face, so I apologize for any and all sniffles, snuffling, whiffle, waffling, sneezing.
Should have
Not
kept the
acceptable.
armor.
I know. My body hates me. Anyway, where we last left off in our Slivers of Fate campaign, the Order of Tarts were continuing their journey from the small village of Brom to the port city of Dramic. Along the way, moving up the coastline, following through the woods, the very, very untouched woods for at least 100 years. You all stumbled upon... I love my players. You all stumbled upon a forgotten grove, in a sense, with mysterious statues. Upon investigating and interacting, you realize that this was a shrine, an embodiment to a relative to the moon goddess Saloon, an unknown, unnamed at this point, god of the sun. To which you all figured it out and just cranked that shit as far back as you could go with it. Upon seeing a dragon's foot leaving the area, as well as just for a brief moment, someone that seemed familiar, stopping and praying before moving along, before going back and seeing the first activation of this ancient circle, which brought a personification of the sun goddess to this mortal realm, who regarded Nariana very quickly before you were then shunted back. Just for consistency's sake, technically, Teresa and Dragonheart were back at the caravan, or back at your wagon, so you guys didn't see shit.
So do you like jazz?
Like that.
Think you like?
For more Daft Punk. But you all continued along. You also interacted with an old man who talked about his friend, the Rocks, to which John
Dwayne the
clocked and
Rocks
went,
Johnson.
"That's terrifying." Let's not anger them. You also had much to my chagrin, a very brief interaction with some werewolves and a werebear, to which my CR balance was just completely wrong.
Beautiful. Well
and
balanced.
y'all swept the floor with
It was
them.
perfect.
Perfectly
It
balanced.
was
Beautiful.
it was a wonderfully deadly encounter that we beautifully survived.
Wonderfully deadly. I only made
By
one
the
of
skin
you
of your
even
teeth.
somewhat damaged. But
Deadly
two health bars.
Deadly encounter.
Counter.
By the skin of your teeth.
So now we find yourselves, after rescuing the mother and father of this little girl, a human and a Triton woman. You are now taking them with you to Dramic on a escort mission
Hate you.
of your own design. You guys did this.
Hate us.
I'd say I had nothing to do with that. Yeah, so you guys find yourselves just crossing over the bridge over the river cutting across the tracks. So you are now on the coastal side of the tracks, heading up the coastline for a little bit, on your way to Dramic.
Is the family in the same like cart as us?
They had a little wheelbarrow, but you guys, I do believe, are just pulling it along on
I
the
tied
back.
it to the back.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like connected in any sort of good way. It's just on there. But yes, the family, the already semi-cramped carriage is now more cramped with a family of 3 plus you guys.
We got this.
So on
And
your
how
way
long
to the
ago
port
did we
city,
rescue them?
we're picking up as you guys are the next day. So a day has gone by with them.
Okay.
But you are on your way to the port city of
That
reversed
one
Kemard. Reverse
You've already
Kemard.
said it once.
Yeah, you.
Yeah, you already fucked it up.
I don't like
So
this game.
I'm gonna look to
Wait,
the mom
hold on.
and be
It
like,
says DM, right? Or is it?
It's just all.
Damn. I
Yeah.
was gonna try it out.
Anyway, on the way to the port city, that's it. You get
so
to where we
I'm gonna
find
look
you
to the
guys.
mom and be like, "Hi, I'm Nariana. What's your name?"
Oh, hello. My name, you can call me Mary Beth.
Mary Beth.
Beth.
Beth. Sorry.
Mary Beth is my uncle. Just kidding.
Oh my.
Paraphrase.
That's Mary Ben.
Yeah. My name is Mary Beth.
And where were you guys going again?
Well, we were heading to the port city you're heading to. We're going a different way. We're coming from a different town here in the Sliver.
Sure.
Did something happen? Sorry, just curious. I'm Teresa, by the way.
It's nice to meet you. Dear, it's okay, we can tell them. We may or may not be on the wrong side of the law? In the sense
Best
of...
West.
There was an opportunity and we took it. Kind of, should I... Looks over to her husband and he's like... I don't know if we giving a look of I don't know if we want to go into that much detail.
Honey, what have you done?
So you're wanted.
Technically, yeah. We were planning
You
on
didn't
leaving
kill
the
anybody,
Sliver.
did you?
No. Maimed one, but didn't kill.
What happened? Sorry if I'm being too nosy. I have
Teresa, have you ever heard of plausible deniability?
yes, but they seemed in distress and I don't want to know what's going on.
Roll persuasion.
I've lost my train of thought on that one.
Did you murder anyone? No, only maimed. Well, that's what we would have done.
30-20.
You all did save our lives, so it's only fair that you understand exactly who you're traveling with. My husband and I were kind of accountants for one of the nobles over in Korchek. And we noticed that the numbers were slightly skewed from what they should be, and we did some digging, and is it really theft if you're stealing from someone who's already stolen from other people?
Yes.
Technically.
Then technically we stole. A lot of money.
That explains the gold we found on you.
But stealing from the wrong or the bad people.
Usually never a good idea.
Well, we were planning on leaving, but then somebody, I'm sorry, somebody accidentally sent a letter to the wrong person.
Just face palm.
I'm just one man.
Yeah, be careful though. You could have got your family killed.
Yes.
Was it somebody important?
Who we were
Robbing.
Robin Hooding from, or who I sent the message to?
I guess both. Unless they were one and the same.
No. I didn't make anything. I switched up letters, sending the true accounts, and the fudged accounts to the wrong people, and so apparently the noble we were embezzling from had an accomplice, and we kind of tipped off the accomplice.
Hmm.
And
So
who
should
was
we be? Oh, go ahead.
who was the noble you were embezzling from?
Oh, they're just one of the trade ambassadors for between Slivers. You wouldn't really know them.
Just the name.
Oh, it technically their full title is, as they call themselves, Chief Purchaser and Head Accountant of Terrogan External Affairs, Leroux.
So you said
Sounds quite pompous.
they were already skimming off the top of these
Yes.
funds.
That name sounds familiar. Do I know this name?
No.
Okay, I don't know why it sounds familiar.
I mean, I don't blame you for trying to embezzle the embezzlers.
I have family over in Planetara. We were heading to go see and stay with.
I do have a
Do they
question.
know you have family there? Because that'd be the first place they would look.
No.
Should we be expecting more intrusions like the one that dealt with you?
Well, considering we've changed our course and now we are hidden, and I threw the trail off down river, we should hopefully be fine for long enough. We should hopefully have enough distance so we can get to Dramic and beyond.
They may have already alerted the other forces in the area, though, of whatever.
We've already secured passage on a transport ship.
I forgot. What's the you trying to get to?
You had literally anywhere else.
Okay, I didn't know if we had a specific goal for our.
I think the plan was to go back to Saluda initially.
I thought so. I just wasn't 100% sure. Okay.
And where do they say that they were going?
Planetara.
Mhm.
Oh, Planetara.
That's the fourth one that none of us are from.
Indeed.
The evil one.
That's pretty presumptuous coming from your sliver.
Look,
It
you
looks
don't-
like the Dark One then.
I'm just taking a attack at you as a
dare
DM.
you.
One of the slivers has to be evil.
Like I said, if anyone's going to be evil, it'd be yours. It's strike or be struck. The survival of the fittest over there.
To me, it's evil.
Well, that one's just primal.
I mean, that's just
like,
honest too.
It's just
This
primal.
is honest work.
Yeah, it's honest work. Nobody could exploit that power
I
system
never
at
said
all.
Not at
honest.
all.
I just said honest.
One Goliath with with an agenda.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, that's not, yeah, totally neutral.
100%.
Okay.
You know if your passage would be able to, if we'd be able to tag along? I mean, we're not going to Planetara, but we are going to Saluna.
Opposite direction.
No, it's not, because we're on the far left. Planetara's on the far right.
No,
Saloon's
this is
right
a globe.
beside it.
It's a globe.
Oh.
If you
Duh.
look at the world map, so if you go left, then you'll hit
Oh, I get what
Planetary.
you're. Yeah.
Yeah, no, you're not on a flat sheet. You would go around.
Never
She
mind.
realized that. I heard the, oh, duh.
Yeah.
It's that realization.
Is
Oh, that's
Naria
right.
flat
That's how
That
it works.
processing moment.
Ariana's
That's a
a
lawnmower
flat
right there,
earther.
guys.
The
Naria
moon,
flat Earth.
No
the
problem.
moon is a celestial sphere, but this Earth, flat. I know that's not Nariana's character, but if that was the case, I would 100% support that.
I need an
Disregard, we're going the
artificer
opposite
flat
direction.
earther, like just an intelligent one who like understands everything. But the planet we are not definitely a flat one.
Hilarious.
The atheist.
We are more than we could attempt to help you find passage. It's just, I suppose our plan was as soon as we got to the city to break off and give you plausible deniability
Yes, you're right. I don't know where my brain was.
on the moon.
Yeah, you guys probably need all the
Apparently, it
stuff
was on
as
the moon.
possible.
This is my first time, adventuring out, and I'm not as familiar with the other slivers. And
Well, welcome to the big wide world.
scary place.
Very much. Don't steal from rich people.
I don't.
Unless
I
you're
don't- I
better
don't
than
steal.
us.
I think just chuckles because of his history. He's just like, I don't know about that, but hey.
In your words, in your thoughts, what do you think of the state of all of this, though? Like the sliver, the ruling body, just curiosity.
Mom and Dad say this place sucks. We don't talk like that, dear. But you said it.
It still sucks.
We believe that there are good people in the government. We understand that it is a few bad apples that spoil the bunch. But the people that stay silent and do nothing in the face of such corruption are just as bad as those that do.
So it sucks.
You will see the mother will give me an inside check as the mother looks at you.
I probably wouldn't care and be real with you, but okay. Oh, that's a really good one, too. Oh my god, yes, 25.
Yeah, you get the sense that the mother's like, stop enforcing the bad word.
I'm unfazed by that. Maybe like a small smirk.
I can sympathize with your
Like,
unhappiness with it all.
Are you from here too?
I am.
Hmm.
From Felidin.
Oh, Felidin. You're probably one of those smart people.
I wouldn't say that, but I'm just a hardworking, honest person that's trying to figure out their
Trying
place
to
in the
change
world.
subject. I'm gonna interrupt the hell out of you, just in case. Because I
That's trying
see
to
you
find their
going
place
down
in
a
the world.
path.
Plausible deniability.
What does Typhoon say?
I'm gonna blurt out, "Hey, did you guys see any weird like talking about the statue thing that we passed by that we activated? But like, just hey, did you guys see any weird statues on your travels? Just randomly, whatever I could think. Because I just Typhoon feels that she's going down a route that could tell him who she is.
With their nat 1 on insight, they don't find this to be strange at all. And
Fantastic.
they go, oh no, the road we went was, I mean, not the most traveled, but we didn't see any weird statues or anything. I mean, the usual things to Titus and the various gilded ones.
There's like Titus statues when you're traveling.
Oh, it's every so often there's like waypoints and markers and whatnot.
Oh, that's fair enough. He was supposedly like what the top genius of all time here or something.
Yep. That's what they teach us.
Ah, okay. I'm picking up what you're putting down.
The
Sounds like you
schools
have an
say
ego
that-
if it was. It sounds like you have an ego if you have to have statues of yourself all over your place.
I'm gonna be like, oh yeah, I heard is terrible too. Like I'm about to say sucks, but it stops.
he said.
He
John's just
learns.
waiting for his brain to explode. That's all.
I'm playing patty cake with the kid.
You know, like
Hey, as
the
long as we don't divulge information.
you know, like the frother.
Yeah.
Like you just hear like
Yeah.
in the
Yeah.
background. Well, you could say that individuals that build statues of themselves are egotistical, but we build statues to deities. Or statues of those that have lost in the wars.
That's different. When you're alive and have statues around, that's egotistical.
Deities, some of them are still alive.
Yeah, but they're not here, so it's more of a almost
That
an
we know of.
remembrance.
Maybe.
True.
It's fair. Every side has its coins. Or wait,
Dude,
just immediately
I
the wife will go. You hit your head pretty hard on the rocks.
that
I don't know
turns
about that, but
the Willy Wonka
you know.
trailer.
Wait, flip that. Reverse it.
Flip it, then reverse it.
There it is.
So what can you tell us about is this word still banned or not?
No, it's not bad. It's not
Oh, what
banned
can you
after
tell me
1
about-
minute. We keep forgetting it's only 1 minute. The last time I did it for like 15 minutes.
So what's Dramic like? I've never been. Maybe I have, I don't remember.
You have been once, but you didn't go to shore.
Okay. I'm just trying to get the conversation.
Generally-
Kill us.
Your ship, due to its size and notoriety, would moor itself off the coast farther up where it's not like super visible, and they
Yeah.
would take a smaller like schooner or something over there.
Gotcha.
But you were not on the detail that go to Dramic last time. Dramic is a pretty interesting city. It is one of the larger port towns of the Sliver itself. It has a waterway that goes. It is somewhat inland. It has a waterway that goes up and in, and then out. It's meant to be more of a protection, so trade routes can still occur if someone tries to stop Dramic, or it's harder to assault a town if you can't bring your whole fleet into the bay.
Makes sense. Good strategic.
Yeah, fair enough.
They were talking about putting a coliseum there, but that got downvoted. They tried to pass a levy on the taxes for it, and that
Levy
was denied.
dry.
What?
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 But what in the butt?
Some Dragonborn was trying
Sorry,
to
what?
do it.
Is that a spiritual song you learned?
But the city itself is abuzz with many individuals, both coming off of the ocean and heading back in. It's not the most well-to-do place, but it is thriving.
Any place we should visit while we're in town?
Depends on what you're going for. Well, there is a wonderful library you could go to.
I do love libraries.
Any good food places?
Yes, there's a few places. A few of more stall-like holes in the wall, but those are the best places in my opinion.
Yes,
yes,
they are.
Or you could go to the Fettered Flake.
Oh,
Fettered Flake.
Fettered?
Fettered Flake.
Okay.
They do, what was it? Planetarian style dishes.
Please tell me there's a pizza style for each sliver, Brandon.
Get out of my brain.
Hey, this is the Saluna style pizza. It's the best pizza.
It's
Oh,
perfect.
what are you talking about? This is the Dryota pizza. This pizza's the best pizza.
The Saluna pizza is
Who
just a
made
bunch
the
of fucking
authentic
mushrooms.
pizza? Oh.
Deep dish.
I love shrooms.
Wow.
Nariana's very enlightened.
You gotta get closer to God somehow.
So you guys will then discuss, unless there's a very poignant plot-related thing, you guys are going to discuss the various foods of Dramic.
And
And
side note, Nariana doesn't have anything against drugs. It's just alcohol.
got it.
I will ask.
Okay.
Distilling something into a drinking fashion, bad. But straight up picking
is
up
legal
random
most
food and
places,
just shove it in your
but-
gob, good to go. Everyone, take note.
I will
Just
ask.
jaw drop.
Is there? Is it easy to secure passage out?
If
No,
you
right,
have
people.
connections or if you have money.
Huh.
We have neither.
Wow, okay. That's cool. But alright. Fine. You guys have neither, sure.
That's fair.
As like John's like looking right at Typhoon, like. Yes, neither.
No.
Exactly what I was thinking.
We need to do some odd jobs to save money, apparently. To,
Yes.
you know. Petty as hell.
And you all continue along. About another day and a half goes by. And about midway through the day, you guys are coming across roughly where you have to go closer up to the coastline where the mountain range kind of meets the coast itself. You're farther away because as you see, the track goes through the mountain. You guys cannot use that path because it is only for the train. There's not a footpath there. So you have to go around. And while you're around, who is driving on this day?
Probably Nari.
Who else?
Law?
Fair.
Oh, I don't smell that bad, guys. Come on.
Well,
There's
John.
no
So
call.
John drove like the last couple of days. So,
Yeah, so John's taking a break.
I don't know who drove what.
I'm on the road
John.
again. Come here. I got you.
John's been driving.
Oh,
I'm
poor
staring at
John.
you because you said drugs are okay, but drinks aren't.
You're what?
I'm sitting up front with you staring at you because you said drugs are okay, but drinks aren't.
Just stare at him like,
In front of the kid.
It opens our minds and allows us to, access our spiritual selves.
That's called hallucinations.
Is it
They
a hallucination?
aren't real.
Is it
Bro.
a hallucination, or are you?
Was it still there
tapping-
when you became sober?
In the back, John's
You're
just
tapping
putting
into
in
the
like
Euro-
makeshift earplugs, just like.
Spell conjure earplug.
Right, conjure earplug.
The two
cantrip.
drivers, give me perception checks.
Oh, Jesus Christ, that's another one. 22.
Okay.
No, that's
Wait, why do I
that's
have
cocked.
advantage? Oh, never mind.
17.
Okay, with the 17 and 22, as you guys come across, there is a part where you guys are going to have to take it really slow and work with the horses to go over a more craggy, not so flat bit. After going around one of the turns, you see a cart. Not a covered wagon, nothing like that, just a regular cart on its side with bottles and jugs and various caskets open and spilling onto the ground.
Okay, so this just happened then.
Fairly recently, yes.
I mean,
Do
if
we
the
see-
contents are still spilling,
Yep.
yeah.
Slowly.
Do we
They're kind of-
see a person?
No, what you do see are about 4 very large, furry things over by the wagon.
Oh, look how cute they are. They're so fuzzy. What are
Okay, yeah, they
they?
definitely just attacked something, so I probably wouldn't approach it.
the fact that you went, it's so fuzzy, it's so cute, what is it?
It's eating a humanoid.
Nope, you can see its face is not covered in red. It is covered in some sort of blue liquid and various other sticky liquids. As you see four bears.
It's not cocaine bear. It's blue bear.
Oh
Okay,
my
so
god.
the cart is blocking the tipped over cart is blocking the path, correct?
Yes, one of the bears now has a large barrel and it's just like leaning back doing that thing where bears pick up something and like roll with it. And it's like roll with it and like attempting to drink whatever is coming out.
And we should have brought the werebear. He would have loved this.
Right. All right. Let me think.
So
I'm
right
gonna
now, it's
while
just
she's
the
thinking,
front
I'll
knows
let the
it.
people. Yeah, no, I'm gonna let everybody in the back know as she's thinking.
There's a what?
We got a few furry boys up ahead, some bears with an overturned cart, drinking some blue liquid.
We have
Um,
passengers, so
Oh,
Well, the
maybe
cart's
don't.
blocking the way, so.
Oh,
Yeah.
I have a
No.
thought. What if we can lure the bears away from the road? I can try to slow them while others move the cart out of the way.
Wait.
okay.
Yeah, like, don't we have
That
people who can
works.
talk to animals here? Can't they just talk?
I mean,
Ha,
is Claw like passed out in the back, like dead to the world?
Claw's not here.
Okay, wait. Is it only? I thought we had one more.
Well, that was
Oh,
Rin,
it was
but
Rin.
Rin's not here
That's-
anymore.
Yeah, never mind. Yeah. Dang it. Rip.
Two bears are going. Well, two bears are just not. They're oblivious. Two of the bears are going. "Hmm." One's gonna stand up and like act like stand up, kind of like they're intimidating, but like steadying themselves with their arms.
Is that the plan
they're
we want
drunk.
to go with?
Yes.
Is that the plan we want
Yeah.
to do? Okay, great.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
John's gonna like hop out of the back of the cart, like with a thing of rations, and just try to like lure the bears off the road. Just be like, "Come on, bears, you come get it."
Enemy animal handling.
Oh god, this is gonna go terribly. How could it be worse? 15.
Okay, with a 15, the two bears that have noticed the cart are making their ways. The other two bears are one is attempting to eat a rock that is soaked in alcohol and is just like sucking on it. The other one
Fair.
is currently like attempting to scale the tipped over cart, but is constantly missing its footing and is just like.
Do we have alcohol? Guys?
Yes.
I don't think so.
Yes, you do.
Yeah. Okay.
I'll remind you, Nariana, did you sell that jug? Or do you have
I
that
do still
jug
have
that
that
can
jug.
produce any alcohol?
It only posts beer or wine.
Yeah, you could
You have 4
definitely-
gallons of beer.
Can I borrow that?
And be like, you had this
Yeah.
the whole time.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna take the jug. I've been told it was an alchemy drug. I've been told of what it does.
Yep.
So I will think beer. I will think ale. I will make my way over, and I will start like waving it in front of the. Sorry.
Up to
Where's-
2 gallons per minute.
Okay. I will start waving it in the air to like get their attention. Just, hey, you want more? There's more over here. And if I get,
One
I'm
is
gonna
gonna
suggest
like make its way.
I'm gonna
One.
suggest grabbing one of the empty barrels and you pour it into that off the road.
oh, I was just going to pour it on the ground like a trail that they follow. So
Well, you know, one
Like
of
a
the
candy
bears
trail,
is
but a
coming
beer trail.
pretty fast at you.
okay, I will try to match that speed and like start dragging the jug across the the gravel,
Grass.
the grass, just like trying to get it like away.
The last bear is a bear who currently has a hat on. Currently has a very large, over his head too much pointed, but now bently pointed hat.
Okay, well, Teresa's doing that.
Wait.
I'm slowly approaching the cart and grabbing whatever's there and slowly moving it to the side of the road while keeping an eye on the bear that's on the cart.
So give me athletics.
We don't know all the liquids that are in that thing, right? Like that they're licking up, right?
No.
I'm just gonna make the verbal suggestion just out in the wild because I also see no people. What if they're also potions and these were the people who were on the cart and now they're bears?
Not our problem.
No, I don't fucking care. All right.
I don't know.
You know what? Free alcohol. I'm gonna go take the bears if that's the route we're going. I threw
That
the
is a good
suggestion
idea.
out. No, let's lure them away from the magical potion cart potentially.
Okay, so yeah, give me
Let's
the
not
athletics
talk
to
to
move
them.
the cart with a
Okay,
bear
so
on it.
19 plus 3, so that's what, 22.
Absolutely, Jack Nariana is this bear is like trying to climb over as you are like turning it and like dragging it, and he's like, and he is going to fall on you.
Oh no.
Give me a general dexterity save.
Nari down.
Bear
9.
down.
Yep, you are now knocked prone underneath this bear as it falls and
you're
sploots
so-
out for a moment.
You barely fail.
You will take 3 points of damage.
That fall was quite hairy.
Hi, bear. Are you okay? You look a little drunk.
You look
Like-
drunk.
Like drunkenly reach out for another bottle that's close by.
I'm gonna like start trying to push him off or like roll him to the side.
So you will take
Athletics?
your movement and action to just swiggle your way out.
Are all
Yeah.
the bears away from the cart now?
3.
Except,
Are there
except for
still
the one
one
on
more?
top of me.
And the ones out of you are, they're not quick moving. They're
That's
very
fine.
drunk.
You seem
That's cool. I'm
fine.
trying to get them to move even slower so we have enough time to get the card out of the way,
Yeah.
but I have to wait until I get
Yeah,
them
I'm
all in
gonna-
range, so... At this
I'm
point, John's just
gonna-
kind of like running in circles until they all fucking get there. Like,
I'm gonna move towards the cart and start.
One of the 2 bears that's with you has just sat down as you're doing laps and is just going. Oh.
Oh, you definitely slowed it down.
Okay, so the one coming after you, Teresa,
Yeah.
is going to attempt to pounce on you.
Okay. What?
What's your
okay.
AC?
My AC is 16, unless I can bait and switch with the alchemy jug.
Nope, it doesn't matter. He rolled a 1.
Bait
Oh.
switch with the alchemy.
Odds or evens?
Even.
Cool. So here's what happens. This bear begins to pick up speed and tries to do a pounce, and you're on like a craggy turn. There's not
Yeah.
like a huge drop, but there is a part where the sand and water has come up, so there's like a bigger drop closer to the ocean.
Mhm.
And you move, and he doesn't understand it. Just
no.
Just kill it.
no, he's fine.
Can I try to reach out and like wait?
He's not hurt. He just went down about 5 feet down.
Oh, 5 feet.
No,
Okay.
okay, not
And so
like
now
that.
he's just
Okay.
on the beach, just like.
Just insert Wilhelm scream over.
I was gonna do it, but I'm good because I don't remember which one it
as
is.
John's just yelling out, "Can you move the fucking card?"
I was
I'm
trying to
working
say
on
I was
it.
moving towards it. Wait, that sounded like common. I'm telling you, they're not normal bears.
Can
As
you
I'm
speak,
moving
bear? Cause I sure as shit can't.
Well, it mimicked you,
Neither
so
can
that's
I.
close enough.
Mommy,
No,
that man sure as shit can't do that.
John's just like, God damn it. Like
Escort
under his breath.
pigeons?
Under his
You're
breath.
like, you're right. He can't.
I'll look to the bear that I just rolled off of me and be like, "Are you a human?"
Yeah, because
begins to slowly wiggle his way back to the cart.
Okay.
Ew.
Oh my god. This is fucked.
Eldritch bear.
Am I at the cart by now?
Oh yeah, you're definitely over there.
Okay, I'm gonna try and clean up without mess like without getting myself into any sticky situation. And if there are titles to these things, I'm looking.
Roll me sleight of hand.
Oh, I can do that. I have advantage on that even. Show me the money.
Look, I'm gonna say, you can thank
Oh,
one of your
natural
fellow
20.
players for this prompt.
I'm not
I love
saying
it,
this
though.
was my idea, but
Should have went with shadows.
I got a natural 20. so that's
Shadows.
10,
With a
so-
natural 20. Yeah, you
Yes.
definitely start like moving some of the broken stuff out of the way. You do find there is a broken and very the label's very saturated, so you can't read it at this point. But it did appear to be made with some like script-like font. A decent sized bottle of some shimmery blue-purple liquid.
I'm gonna be like this stuff is magical. The blue stuff is magical. Like I was about to curse like John, but I'm being a good person, obviously.
That's right, John's the bad kid this episode. Language gap.
John's just like, just move the cart.
I'm moving it, but as I'm moving it, I can talk and tell you that I don't think they're normal.
John's on like lap 50 right now, just like, I can't do this forever. Move the
He's
cart.
kidding now.
That's
Well,
not our
one bear.
problem.
Other
No,
bear-
the other bear's
He's
still
moving.
the other bear's still chasing him, my dude.
That like what speed though? That's
At the whatever speed John's moving is a relative
okay,
speed.
I thought it was.
It's a
slower.
drunk bear, so it's trying to like gauge
Drunk.
speed.
Meanwhile, what is Dragonheart doing?
I'm sitting with the family watching everyone.
He's like,
play
I'm the bear
You
protection.
guys like peanuts?
You
The
guys
other bear at
seeing this?
point,
This
the
is
one that was
crazy.
sitting, has
I've
slowly
been
started to
recording
like
those.
scoot his way to try and intercept you and pincer you on the route. He's very slow,
This is
but
fun
still.
for the whole family.
Teresa, what are you doing?
I'm gonna just say, just hearing what Typhoon said, is, are you okay? Can you understand me? As I'm walking backwards.
The one on the beach is going like.
Is it eating sand?
Yes.
Oh god.
I think they're regular bears.
I don't. What bear eats sand?
A drunk
Drunk
one.
one.
I don't even think that's accurate.
The family will go, is this normal?
Sadly.
Surprisingly, sort of.
How many drunk bears have you encountered, Typhoon?
I am just imagining this is like a circus event happening right now because just to put it in perspective of everything happening right now, we have Typhoon over by the cart, like attempting to clean up and move stuff and not touch the blue liquid. We have Nariana who just got covered by a bear, shimmied out from under the bear, and is now going back over to the cart to move it. There is a bear drunkenly chasing John, doing awkward like circles, while another bear drunkenly tries to crawl its way to intercept John's path, while Teresa just baited one into jumping at it and falling off of a semi-steep hill into sand. Meanwhile, Claw is fast asleep, and Dragonheart is just talking with the family.
Can I knock this bear out?
Which bear?
No, I'm just saying that to
Oh.
to the party. Just I can help with the card. if
We
I-
had a plan. What happened? You know what? We're never making another
We
plan
didn't
again
have a plan.
because we
You
did.
ran.
I asked if this was a good plan, and you all said somebody said yes, so we did it. We
You only
never
pulled
stick
away
to a
2
plan.
bears,
I
so
mean,
I
I'm
wanted
cleaning
to
up.
pull away another bear.
We're cleaning it.
You, as you're saying this, you run, and the bear is trying to cut you off, begins to try and swipe at you, but you just jump over it.
All right,
What do we
screw it. Casting slow on the 2 bears that are here by me because whatever. So they both need to give wisdom saves DC 16.
Yeah, huge disadvantage on this. That's a fail.
Cool,
That's a
great.
fail.
Cool.
Let's see
Half
how they-
speed, -2 penalty AC, and deck saves. Can't use reaction. Can either use action or bonus action. Can't use abilities or magic item. Or I'm sorry, can't make more than 1 melee ranged attack on his turn. So
Yeah, they're definitely like. Oh.
as John's like slowing down, like just John will move over to where they are to just like he
This
doesn't
must be
even
really
not
weird
even
for him.
caring about the blue shit on the ground. He's just gonna try to start helping move the fucking cart out of the road.
Okay, roll me a d20. Let me know
Yeah,
what you get.
I will. 15.
Touch the blue stuff.
With 15, you do not touch any of the blue liquid. Enough in any proportion. Yeah, you guys clear. The one bear that pounced on Nariana is very winded and is like,
Taking a nap.
and like
Is he about to
fish
throw up?
come out.
Oh.
So
I
it's
know,
a normal bear.
I know she's not here, but because she has better survival, can I get Claw to do survival? Or
She's
like,
asleep.
She's
Claw's,
asleep.
Claw's asleep.
okay, I was just, I suck at survival. I'm gonna try either investigate or survival to see if there's any humanoid footprints, even though bears have walked all over. But you know, if I can find any tracks to
Give me investigation.
spread light, yeah.
At this point, I do imagine Dragonheart, you've crawled in the front to like, go
Yeah.
through.
15.
I was waiting for a good gap before I said anything.
With a 15, you notice there are some footprints. There are some human footprints.
Where are they going?
In the circle around the cart.
And then they turn to bear footprints.
I didn't say that.
So guys, yeah, I'm pretty sure these are humans.
Nari-
100% sure.
Nariana,
They're human footprints and now
Nariana.
they're bear footprints.
aren't you capable of removing alcohol poisoning from the body? If you really want to find out if their bears are humans,
Yes.
you have lesser restoration.
Yeah, I'd say, do you have
I
less
do. That's
restoration,
what I was
Brett?
checking.
Yeah.
We have cure poison and disease. Remove poison and disease.
Just try it on one of them.
Okay.
If
So I'll reach over to the one that just.
the one
puked
of the
up
ones
and-
that I've slowed.
Oh. Okay. Then I'll go over to the one she slowed and cast Lesser Restoration.
As you do,
It's angry.
this bear will like take a moment, still slowed. What? Oh, hi.
You could speak?
John's like, what the?
That's crazy, right? As I'm
It
still
does not
cleaning
turn it
up.
back into a person.
I didn't say it did, but I told you it could speak.
Hello.
Are you a bear or are you a human? Like,
Oh, I'm a bear.
What am I-
Arcana
are you
check.
normally a bear?
Arcana.
Yeah, give me Arcana.
Arcana.
Oh yeah.
Arcana.
I'm pretty sure I've been a bear all my life.
I've never encountered a talking bear.
Dirty 20
So far.
The dirty 20, you can surmise that this bear is awoken.
is awoken. Got it.
My buddy. Oh no, Wesley. He looks over at the one that is now throwing up fish.
Okay, well, we're gonna move this cart, and we didn't want to hurt you because it looks like you guys were enjoying whatever was in this cart.
Thanks. Our wheel broke and the cart flipped and Wesley got covered in goo.
You were eating the goo.
Yeah.
Is that normal?
I mean, normal for us, yeah. For him, no.
Is Wesley not supposed to be a bear?
Wesley, why are you a bear?
Hold it!
Just the vindication in Typhoon. I'll tell them to behave.
Okay, well.
Guys, let's calm down.
I think they're all still drunk.
They are. He has a base intelligence of 10. He's not super smart, he's base intelligence, but he also is coming off of magical magical stuff and
Thank
is
you.
And it's
slowed.
slowed.
This is fantastic.
So I'll go back over and attempt to help the cart. Is it a broken wheel? Is what he
Yeah,
said?
so wheel is snapped.
Okay, so there's not really anything we can do to fix it.
Not unless you can mend it back together.
What do
don't
I do with
have
this
any-
one?
Don't you have men? Oh, never mind. Yeah,
I have mending, but I don't know. Wait, I don't know this.
Which one?
I want
Wait,
the one in the sand.
The bear is talking at you. You said, "What do you do with this one?" He's like, "Which one?"
Hey, Teresa.
the one right here on the beach.
Let him be. He'll be fine.
Oh,
Can you
okay.
come help move the cart, and you can use your little woo-woo magic to fix it, maybe, for them?
Didn't we
my
already move the
boo-boo
cart?
magic.
I don't...
You've pretty much moved the card entirely. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, we can still fix the wheel for them.
Yeah, I'll be right there, and I'll make my way over to the cart. Do I see a wheel broken?
Yeah.
Okay. Getting down, I will pull out a one of my tinker's tools, a little chisel, and instead of breaking the wheel, I will tap it lightly and mend it.
Solid. With you mending it back and putting it back on, it sticks together. Everything's fine. At this point, the awoken bear will go over to the other slow one and be like, "Chrysanthemum, Chrysanthemum, we did it again."
Chris.
Oh.
Repairs again.
You get the sense that John, with that Arcana, he's the only awoken bear. The other ones are just bears. And then
That's why I hadn't dropped the slow yet.
Wesley, you can infer is not, like he said, not normally a bear. So.
Right.
After about you guys moving through, getting to the other side, after a few minutes, the awoken bear will get everyone together and kind of control the drunken bears. Thank you again for helping us.
Of course.
Yeah.
What is that goo?
I don't know. You'd have to ask Wesley. I'm Patty, by the way.
Hi,
Nice to
I'm
meet you, Patty.
Teresa.
I'm Nariana.
Nice to meet you.
Are you guys gonna be okay if we leave you here?
Yeah, we should be.
Never met a talking bear before.
But now you have.
It's definitely at first.
Now I have. Yeah.
We're a traveling act.
That's
Did
for
you
sure.
were you born that way or
I born a bear? Yes.
no
Were
born
you always able to talk like
talking?
this?
Oh no, that was Wesley.
Oh.
So Planet of the Apes. Okay.
What?
What's that?
Nothing.
Our traveling act
No,
is
I think
called
I saw
Bears
that play.
Repeating.
Barrels of what?
Our
Bears.
act is called Bears Repeating.
In the
are
background is Dragonheart.
That guy gets it. We do a whole routine of balancing barrels and stuff.
Does Wesley need help getting back to Wesley?
Probably.
Do you want to try lesser restoration on him, Ariana?
I could try. So I'll walk over to... Which one's Wesley? This one? And I'll
The one with the
point
hat.
The one with the hat, okay. And I'll put my hand on him and cast
The one
Lesser
with the hat.
Restoration.
Okay. You cast Lesser Restoration. Definitely the intoxicating effects end. And you will see this bear Holy shit! Patty! Oh! Has anyone seen my staff?
Investigation check for the staff.
Yeah, I'll help.
Are you giving me advantage or are you rolling too?
No, I'll give you advantage.
Yes, I give the detective advantage on this.
Yeah, 100%.
Oh, good thing you gave me advantage though, because that could have been bad. 23.
23. Yeah, you find it's kind of been knocked over and rolled down a little bit, and it's stuck in between some rocks. But you do find it's a very like gnarled piece of driftwood that's been like turned into a staff.
Yeah, he'll like grab it and just like hand it over to the bear man.
Not having thumbs is hard. Hits himself on the head. Ooh. And we'll turn back, and you will see this as he goes from bear size, and he goes down to about 4 foot tall.
Oh wow.
He is a halfling man. He's not old. He is roughly, from what he appears to look like, he's about 50. Halflings live a little bit longer, but he looks about 50. So, oh good heavens, that was quite a stir. Well,
Definitely entertaining.
That's good. I bought this bottle from a traveling vendor, this white dragonborn fellow we met, and we I was wondering what it was. He kind of sold it to us on sale as like a mystery bottle, and so I wasn't paying attention to driving, and it's pulled by these two, and we'll gesture to Chrysanthemum. Is a chrysanthemum is like climbing up the side by the regular non-awoken bears, and Patty walks beside. But I wasn't paying attention. They weren't really paying attention because it smelled weird to them. But then it took a tumble, and then the wheel broke, and then it shattered, and then it got on me, and then I reached for Patty, and then I turned into a bear.
That's an adventure.
That's pretty freaking cool.
I can surmise that this thing was some sort of like polymorph, but it had
Whatever
to do with...
you touch when you're on it, you turn into.
Yes, exactly.
Dragon, you should find a dragon. Wait, what if you? Oh, I'm not saying that.
What?
Ellie.
You sound like a madman when you whisper to yourself like that.
It's called thinking out loud.
Oh, I generally just talk with the bears. Bears are beautiful creatures.
They really are.
That was a very beautiful scene we came across.
Yes, I do thank you. Is there any way we can repay you for helping us?
I'm gonna turn down any money.
Fair enough, fair
She
enough.
gets it. She gets it.
Nari.
Wow, all right, holy woman.
Alms for the
Well, we need to find
poor.
money to get past it.
Alms
Woman
for
who
the
is
poor.
like,
Are
he's
you
like, I
kidding
need
me?
no
Oh
worldly
my God.
possessions.
I'm
Hey,
thinking logically here.
I say Nariana is thinking like, hey, we need money. I'm not going to spread it on myself, but we need money.
No,
Look, I'm just sad it wasn't a turtle giving him bottles of blue potions that didn't do what they told him it was going to.
How do you know the Dragonborn didn't get it from that? Probably got to come from somewhere.
Filled
So,
these bottles of Belgian
Yes, how much were you thinking? Like, 20 gold?
I don't know. I mean, that's fair. Like, I normally wouldn't ask for it, but we need to be able to ferry our way back to Saluna, and that does usually cost a pretty penny.
Oh, you're travelers on that scale. Well, unfortunately, I don't have that much money. Generally, I pay
Oh,
for
no.
my traffic by free entertainment for those on the ship.
Oh.
But yes, who had the Patty? You do. And Patty will come over, and underneath is a small, very hidden pouch that has like been like under the fur. Reach under. Yep. 20 gold. There you go.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. And if you're ever, we're going to be in Dramic performing for a while. Whenever we get there, we're going to take a little bit of time, but feel free to come to a show.
I would love to.
That'd be awesome.
Can I
And
pay
I'll
your
hand
bears?
Could be interesting.
I'll hand 5 gold to John and 5 gold to Teresa. And 5 to
that's-
Shagun.
I was about to say, that's cool. I'm gonna break that wheel again.
This is called extortion.
You need
It's called
protection.
embezzlement.
Literally, I called exactly what happened.
Sure.
Excellent.
You want to?
You called 1/4 of what happened.
Patty will come over and just be like, "You can pet me."
Excellent. Who's a good?
And I scream.
Aw,
Yeah, I was gonna say, I wanna
Mama,
scratch
wanna
Anna's
pet the-
ears.
See, she wants to pet the bears.
The little girl's gonna reach out and go, "I'm good."
They might let you ride them.
Look, Dragonheart found an opportunity to pet a bear. I'm living my dreams through Dragonheart right now. All right.
Hey, could you
That's
do
so
me a
pretty
favor
cool.
though?
Sure.
You don't gotta talk to me like I'm a baby.
But you're
Sorry, your
adorable.
instincts.
Thank you, but I am a sentient creature. My dream is to one day perform in front of the king. There's no king.
Is-
He
I
thinks
was
there's
gonna
a
say there's a
king
king.
here.
My dumbass was about to agree. Like, you could do it. I was like, wait a minute. There's no king.
If I was playing a chaos character, I would totally be like, "Well, you're in luck, son."
Guess who's the king now?
That was genius.
Or I am a king.
Jesus.
I know
When
no one in this
I
party
was
would
a
My
let you
royal
young
go.
sentient bear.
When I was a young sentient bear.
So you all continue along your journey, leaving bears repeating behind.
One day I'll get to pet a bear.
You did.
Aw.
No, I mean in real life.
Oh, horrifying.
That's what I was saying. I'm living my dreams through Dragonheart right now by petting a bear.
So yes, you continue along. The family is very much like, what other weird things have you guys done? And I will assume you guys share the non-incriminating stories.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
but
be like,
how
"You
many
don't
of
wanna
those
know."
are there?
Everything on
Right.
Seluna was fine.
Well, no.
We had the hot chicken
no,
wing
not
challenge.
everything.
I did eat an elemental, so
The
Oh
dragon.
my god, not
But
the elemental
we don't
story
wanna
again. You
talk
did
about
not
that
need an
either.
elemental.
I believe that that's
Basically-
exactly what happens is Teresa and Dragonheart talking about eating an elemental. Well, Nariana's like, you did not do that.
definitely did.
And
We
John's
reach
like,
into the flames of the abyss.
John just has like the biggest 2-week migraine right now. It's just ever present.
I'm just having my nose up high because I was right.
you proud of yourself?
Yes, I
Careful,
am.
something might fly into it.
You know,
I
right?
made-
It's like you
I
won't
made
watch
it
where you're
an
walking, you'll
assumption
slip and
and
fall.
I'm not walking. I'm in the cart.
It's never mind.
Whoops! I hope you don't trip.
I'm gonna
You
trip
guys-
you.
You know, for the record, the recommendation was to have actual bears. Just for the record.
You did.
They are
Technically, you had
actual
3
bears.
actual bears and
I
one.
One sentient. One was just sentient.
One was still. It was an actual bear.
In my mind, it went a lot more like Cocaine Bear. Just
What
I
drunk
feel like that
thing
was
would,
pretty
if it was
close.
big enough to be drunk? What, I don't imagine it would be capable enough to do anything dangerous.
Man, what do these bears get into?
I
Fairy
don't
dust?
know. What about a drunken
we watched
dragon?
Cocaine Bear.
That's cocaine.
Whatever.
I
That's
still
just
haven't seen it.
stimulant.
Is it worth
This is
it?
magic cocaine.
No, it is
Is it
not
worth
worth
watching?
What?
It's terribly
Cocaine Bear?
hilarious.
it. Yes.
Oh, that sounds great for me.
What
Never
do we
mind,
get?
I'll
Like
watch
5
Oh,
more?
so- So bad it's good.
Yeah.
No. Oh, yeah. So yes, you continue along after meeting bears repeating, moving
funny.
your way up the coastline more, pretty close to the coastline. The rest, because it's going to take you the rest of the day. So this is the following day, as you are getting ready to kind of divert from the coastline, finding a spot on the tracks. Oh boy. Brain was like
Words are hard.
trail. It's not a trail. Tracks where you can cross over easily. There is a large rumbling as you wake up in the morning.
You
Two
hear?
people would like to give me nature checks.
I
got a negative one.
I got
I
a
have a
+5.
0.
I got
have a
it.
0.
I got one. I got a +5 in nature.
Well, anyone that doesn't have a negative, go ahead, because that's all I got to offer.
Wow, that was so close to greatness, and then I rolled a 3, so we're at 8.
Okay.
Do I give it a try even with a negative?
Oh.
Wait,
I'll
I'll
let one
try
other
it.
person
Plus
go.
I'll try it.
Okay.
it.
Well, you did say 2. Only one person went.
13.
13.
It's better than 8.
13, it's not great, but it's not bad. You know there's a storm a coming.
A storm. Okay.
It appears to be
We should
quite-
probably take shelter.
It's moving in quite quickly, and you guys are pretty close to the coast.
That's
If
fine.
There's a storm coming. We should probably find shelter.
you guys
We
can
don't need to
either,
find shelter.
Is it coming from the coast?
yep,
Being like with my background being on the ocean and knowing kind of like storms and how it affects the waves, would I get an idea of like how strong it is, or how strong it will be?
Yeah, I like that creative use of it. You can tell from the waves. As you're continuing to move along, as you guys like pack up and begin to like move to find shelter, you notice the waves that there is a ever-growing tide. Should not be going out, but every few minutes it is going more and more out.
Yeah, we need to get away from the shore as fast as possible.
Tidal wave.
Yeah, there might be a tidal wave happening. Something
Well,
big's coming.
Get away from the coast, and then I can make us a tiny hut.
You can't fit the cart in there
Or the horses, I don't know.
Yeah, or the
Oh, can it?
horses.
No,
because we couldn't do that last time.
no, the horses cannot fit inside. Last time you guys did, the horses were peeking their head in to check in.
So do we
Oh,
like
yeah.
two-step it on the horses? Like see if we can get like a bit further, like to a point where we can get more inland and up.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
recommend the drivers focus on the driving and two-stepping, and then whoever's not driving, let's see if we can see anything in passing. Maybe we might find something.
Okay. Who's ever driving? Give me an animal handling.
It's not gonna be me right now.
I'll drive again.
I don't have animal handling.
I do. 18.
With an 18, you're able to get Frankie and Peanut, who are pretty startled at the weather that's happening. As you begin to double pace, the rain begins to trickle in. It starts off pretty soft in waves. It's almost like ocean mist coming off and hitting you before the droplets begin to not be so soft, and each one feels like, ow,
Singing.
Ow.
Yeah.
ow. Who else is up there with Nari driving?
Can I say I'm riding shotgun?
Cool. Give me a perception check.
Okay, perception check. And I'm looking for like some sort of like cave or like inlet or like
Yeah.
something that'll give us shelter.
Hopefully, it's not a cave where the water will drown
Let's
us.
say a higher ground, preferably.
Yeah.
Higher ground, yeah. That's an 8.
High ground.
You're not finding anything that would be suitable.
Ah,
Can I be looking out the back and also perception?
Sure, give him perception.
Oh crap. Oh, 17 plus 4.
21.
So I'm gonna let you know this. As you're looking around, you do see there is a way more up into the craggy parts of the mountain as the mountain meets this like small coastal area before it goes to the true beach. You also, glance back out to the ocean, and it's fast approaching, but you see in the flash of lightning what appears to be like a winged thing flap its wings down as the storm's approaching.
I first yelled like that way, like pointing upwards so they can turn as fast as possible to get up there. And then I'm gonna stick my head back in the cart, take a second, and just there's like a winged beast out there coming this way fast. I don't like that.
Immediately, the mother, father, and child are panicked.
Yeah. Wait, maybe I want to see would I know anything about said creature or like maybe stories.
Give me
about
history.
it? Yes. Damn it. Hold on. What's my history? 7.
Well, 7. There are a lot of things that are out in the ocean. There's quite a few things that have to do with thunderstorms, so they can't quite pick one.
All right, never mind. So high ground and hide ground.
Okay.
You guys
So
begin
Nari will-
to make your way up. Nariana, you're going to guide them up. At a certain point, the rain begins to pick up more and more, and as you're trying to go up this path, it's hard for the horses to get steady footing you guys are going to need to get out and help the horses and help the cart move. Lighten the load of the
Okay.
cart and climb up and push that cart up.
Yeah, I'll quickly get out and like
Yeah.
start going to the back and pushing.
Claw is going to stay with the child and like inside just. So I need everyone to give me one acrobatics.
Okay, fair.
21.
Okay.
18.
Okay.
23.
And
25.
So that's a group pass. Nariana, you have a bigger issue like finding footholds to help everything. You're kind of slipping and sliding at some points, but everyone else is helping enough and succeeding enough for the cart to be moving slowly up. I now have to do let's check for the horses. I also need who's ever working with the cart itself to give me athletics.
Okay.
I can do that as well.
well, I have a
Wait,
plus
isn't
3 to
that
my
all of us that
athletics.
did
I have a plus
Everyone who
5.
did acrobatics is doing.
I have a plus
athletics.
8.
Well, there's also helping the horses.
Oh, I'd probably be helping the horses because I have
Yeah,
animal
I'm gonna help
handling.
the cart. I have good athletics.
26.
18.
23.
That's 2 passes. As you guys are moving this up, you guys are having to take parts where you literally have to like wedge yourself in and extend up to like get it over some rocks. Peanut is doing fine with it, but Frankie is like slipping and falling, and a few points has like cracked his head against some rocks as he's trying to stabilize himself.
Oh.
I can swear I hear my gears grinding in the wind.
I
You know
have
what
just the
Brian's going
Mulan songs in my head on.
Oh.
As strong as a coursing river.
With all the strength of a great typhoon.
What you called?
I need someone to give a 1, 2, 3, or 4, just one person.
3.
I was gonna say 3 too. I mean 3 also.
27.
69.
Nice.
96.
As you're climbing up, the storm is quickly approached. The road where you guys were before, washed.
Oh,
Just completely, the water
bears are
just going
okay.
up. That was a day or so ago, so who knows?
Those
Oh,
bears.
God.
The poor bears.
You
They barely made it.
see there are like parts of the side are getting eroded away as lightning begins to crack down and strike in areas. Nariana,
Mm-hmm.
give me an animal handling check.
Okay. Okay, Frankie, Peanut, you guys got this. We're almost there.
typhoon, what is this?
Was
21.
this a hurricane?
With a 21, you are able to steady them enough with a trust and bond that you've made all together, able to steady and, have Frankie and Peanut begin to climb. At this point, you have to unshackle them from the cart, and so now there's cart team trying to work its way up. The parents are helping with this. And then there's horses trying to make their way up.
13, baby.
As you guys continue to climb, more lightning crashes down. One strikes down not too far away. You guys feel that it's getting ready to strike down. All of the hair on your neck begins to stand up before this massive hit. It's probably no more than like 75 yards away. Just strikes on the side of the cliffs, and just this massive chunk of rock and stone. The little girl screams as the loud crashing. The wind is picked up so much that it is considered silence for you all. You all cannot communicate verbally with one another. It is deafening. Typhoon, if you'd like to give me another perception check.
Yes, sir. Right away, sir. Oh, that's pretty special. 17.
With 17, you see what was in this cloud is moving towards the coast, but not a beeline towards you. This thing
Okay.
is humongous. it is a bird-like creature. You can only see it as it crackles and sparks and flashes. It just for a moment you can't quite tell if it's surrounded by clouds or if it itself is made and pushing out clouds as this crackling blue-white energy courses through it, and for a moment you just see as it begins to rise up the full picture of this massive bird-like being like take up before another lightning strike comes down. I need everyone to give me one more acrobatics.
I would probably like pause and awe for like a second before the acrobatics, but also remember my time on the seas. 21. Let's go.
You said acrobatics.
Yep.
13.
Interesting. I just saw that.
15.
Okay.
23.
25.
I feel a sneeze coming on. Hold on. Eep, eep, eep.
Bless you, bless you. Rude.
Wait, how many?
Holy hell!
You only
Like
get 3.
5?
Are you what's causing the storms?
Are you?
Yeah.
He's been sucking up the tide all
We
day.
can't hear you guys at all, by the way.
Yep.
Oh, I'm muted for that exact reason.
I saw Tristan talking, so I was like, I'm gonna let you know. we
You're the
can't
one
hear
That was-
causing the storms.
That was violent.
Oh.
Was it like a dad sneeze?
Oh, it was like 18. Like it was a lot.
you. You
Like
feel
we're talking
better.
about like achoo, 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 achoo.
Allergies, man, they'll fucking kill you. Anyway.
Shotgun the sneezes.
Hopefully the storm will wash it away, right?
Okay. Who got under 15?
I did.
Okay.
You died.
So did Frankie.
God.
But that's still a group check enough to no one has completely lost their footing enough to whoof down the side. Everyone give me athletics again.
30, 20.
Yes. I'm rolling right now. Can I help you?
Keep rolling.
5.
Oh,
Nat 20.
let's go.
21.
Okay.
I am the great typhoon. Oh wait, not that one.
Huh? You called?
And the
I can
other
barely hear
type.
you. Wait, why you guys keep saying my name?
That natural 20 is the only reason you
This is a
got prosecuted.
hurricane.
As you guys are going up, you guys do find a spot where there's like an outreach a little bit where you guys can, not be at an angle and be more flat. It's still slightly angled, but more flat or so. And there are some rocks that are jutting out in the sheer part, so you can be, secluded from the, rain as it's now coming in at an angle. Okay, one last roll. I've been rolling this every so often, and I haven't gotten a 3 yet.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
Probably in our benefit that he hasn't gotten a 3.
I mean, you haven't been struck by lightning until now.
Oh,
Till now.
Need everyone to give me a dexterity saving throw.
I'll be a lightning rod.
Okay?
Might short
I'll do
circuit
that.
us.
24.
How you being a lightning rod?
Oh,
Oh,
you're serious.
I was,
So-
I was gonna say, can I shoot lightning with lightning?
So I
Please
rolled.
go.
I rolled an 8. And can I say with that like some instinct in me makes me like reach out with my arms and like tries to like direct it towards me instead. I don't know.
Would you like to make a deal?
Yeah.
Okay. I will exact
You want to
that.
roast?
No. Someone made a deal. I'll exact that at a later date.
Okay.
Uh,
Huh?
I was like, I literally do lightning
Oh,
things.
you should've
If you'd
asked
like
what
to
the deal-
assist.
You should have asked what the deal was, though.
What was? Yeah, that's
Don't just agree to it. You don't know what it is
It's
yet.
fine. I will.
You just signed a contract
It's the
without reading
suspense.
it.
It's the suspense.
This is where we do the Prince and the Frog. Bum, 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 bum. Are you ready?
I ready.
Would you like to assist?
If I assist, does that make her deal less worse?
You can do one of two ways. Depends on how well you assist, we can lessen the deal, or you can share it.
Is there a way? I mean, I had an idea too if we're allowed to do this thing.
What?
I was gonna throw a spear at it so that the metal in the spears would attract the lightning and not us. I
But
got
the
spears and
timing
of
switches
it-
ready.
I do appreciate the technical sound logic in this, but this is a massive column of lightning. Your spear is atomized. I do
I
do
am
appreciate it.
mechanical.
It does go through
The
the
idea was
spear.
there. I'm gonna
It
get rid
carries
of one
the
of these
spear
spears
with
real
it.
I
quick.
say the theoretical concept is correct, but
Now
the
you get hit
sheer-
with lightning
if-
and a spear.
if this was like a regular non created by a primal
Okay.
thing, then
Dino,
yes,
no.
I'd say-
Oh, so that's what it is. Oh, thank you.
I was thinking it was an arc phoenix.
No,
I
that's
thought it was like a
different.
Thunderbird.
Those aren't huge.
Yeah, I know. It wasn't until you said it was massive. I was like, oh wait, it's
no
not
longer
one.
that.
It is no longer
It's
an
not
arc
a
phoenix.
Thunderbird.
So how are you assisting?
Are we saying that she is indeed the lightning rod?
Currently, yes.
Can because she and I are in the back of the cart pushing, since I'm right next to her.
Yeah.
Can I attempt to kind of do like I did in the room when I first got the bone, where it was showing me like because I had directed the lightning into me and kind of out. Can I attempt to take the lightning as it's coming into her and essentially ground it?
You're in lightning bend.
More or less,
You're
I
in
guess.
redirect lightning bend.
Yes, no!
But because I'm bending it by taking it, like guiding it through her, so it doesn't like.
He said that's rough, buddy.
Because it has like its path that it's already
Give
going.
me a wisdom.
Are we Guardians of the Galaxy in this?
Save or just
We're
check.
sharing the power.
Whichever is your
Lyra.
stronger.
Ironically, they're both 3.
Well, then it doesn't really matter.
No, it does not. That is 19.
Okay, with a 19. For a moment, you feel your body kind of like you push the cart up and you've thrown it away.
Mm-hmm.
You two are still there.
Yeah.
You kind of feel this moment where your body is like shunted forward and you kind of feel like you're a puppet on a string for a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
As this skeletal draconic claw envelops your hand, kind of like armor,
Mm-hmm.
and guides you into the stance to do this. So, I would consider with that roll to do or under 20, you are going to be sharing. So, we'll get to the consequences after this whole scenario.
Okay.
But you do, you are like directing through her body. And you are now like taking a stance and like guiding it through you. You guys, as you guys see, it's like instantaneous thing. But for a split second, as you guys see, this massive column of ambient lightning just take out the side where you guys were. Like where you two were and everyone else was up top. It completely takes out that cliff face. But before, as it does, you guys see and you feel this enormous draconic presence kind of like wash over you. It does cause the family to pass out from sheer pressure.
And Claw and the kid too.
Claw is not passed out. Claw would probably be
freaking
absolutely
out.
terrified by that. But the family, just from the sheer presence of this, do pass out safely because they're up on the plateau. But it redirects through, and you just see it takes out where you are, save for you two, and you see down the pathway of the mountain a little bit, this massive area just just rocks flying out into the ocean as part of the mountainside explodes as it redirects and comes out through some metallic ore inside of the mountain. And that's where we're going to take a break.
Break time.
So we will be right back with how that's going to turn out.
We leveled up.
And the
right?
consequences.
And the consequence.
I don't think you have to remind them of the consequences.
So,
And
don't go
the-
anywhere. We'll be right back. And we're back. To roll call.
Oh, no.
Pokemon. Fuck.
Digimon, digital monsters. Digimon are the champions.
As the storm is bearing down upon, not barreling. It's a bunch of barrels. Horrifying.
Back at the Bears.
The bears, and as it is, raining down upon you, as you, Teresa and Dragonheart, push the cart up safely onto the plateau into the shielding of the rocks up there from the sharp needle-like rain at this point. A massive column of lightning comes down and strikes your position where you are. And Teresa, you are pretty naturally a lightning rod. Dragonheart, something otherworldly reacts within you and causes you to have this reaction. You are kind of just unthinking, just moving, feeling this presence. You are struck. A massive column of smoke and dust and debris come up. The rest of the Order of Tarts do not see Dragonheart and Teresa after the lightning strikes.
Like they disappear?
You do not see them right now. You cannot hear each other. Two, with all the
True.
debris and everything and how much is in the air, you cannot see their last known position.
Okay.
I mean, I was right beside them. Can I, kind of reach out?
Now you've got to look down over the edge. It's been blasted away, so
Oh
plateau.
yeah, I'm looking for them because I was pushing the cart in the back also. So
Give me a perception check at disadvantage.
okay, hold on, get another die. I'm a ding dong. At disadvantage, you say perception. Oh, that's not terrible. 12.
Really, 12, you do not see them.
Nope, they're dead.
How Typhoon would react to that situation?
No emotion.
Another 2. Damn it.
Straight to acceptance.
Well, they're dead.
Oh,
Missing the grief, missing the denial, just straight to
I'm
acceptance.
kind of trying to hold this entire cart by myself. All right.
No, the cart's up.
Oh, I thought we were still holding. Okay.
No, our
no.
sacrifice fixed it.
Okay. Oh, no noise is getting out of me, so I guess I'm just looking and pointing. No noise is coming out. Like they can't hear me.
They also can't see you.
Well, I'm looking. I don't know what to do. Can I roll intelligence on what to do?
Sure.
Okay. Okay.
Is there
19. Oh, sorry.
Okay. Is there enough in the area we're at right now where I can cast Tiny Hut?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna do that.
It can't quite get everything, but you can get the horses and you guys if you all get real close together.
Got a 19. I'm smart.
19. You would know that, especially after Nariana casts and has a tiny hut, you'd be able to go in there and communicate because it blocks out all external weather.
Would I have any knowledge on? Like they probably fell. I'm assuming.
They either fell or got blasted away or somewhere over else.
Okay, I'm gonna go on a team. Do I know what's? Whatever. I'm going in said direction.
You know roughly where they would be. Like roughly where Nariana would be, where you're headed.
I come and explain this tragic news that I.
Well, they're
don't
fucking
know.
dead.
I
That last lightning blasted them off the cliff of the earth. I mean, of the this hill.
What?
Flat Earth.
I'm gonna send out Constantine and just look through his eyes to look around for them.
I mean, I think I saw Dragonheart do a bendy thingy. I don't know. A lot happened like a millisecond. So there's a possibility, and I'm hoping that they are, but there's a hole where they were standing.
Shifting gears. You can roll that perception and hold it. Shifting back to Teresa and Dragonheart.
I'm fucking dead. I got a new character. It's fine. I'm ready.
You redirect that lightning,
Mm-hmm.
and you find yourself in the center of the storm.
Oh, fuck.
There is a obvious hurricane around you, but where you are was quiet.
This isn't good.
You notice Teresa is beside you. You're both floating, per se, on the water. You're standing, but you are moving and bobbing with the water.
My first instinct was to do a
What the
little
fuck?
hop to see what happened.
You hop.
Yeah, sure.
Fall in.
Hey, look, I had to try. Just be like, what the fuck is going to happen? You mean to tell me that you find yourself floating in the water, the first thing you wouldn't do is give yourself a little bounce? Like, that's weird.
I don't know. Cool shit doesn't happen to me.
Stop pouting, Typhoon.
Yeah, you say cool shit. Yeah, wait. So it's just you two right now.
Oh, what just... what?
Teresa, as you look around and look in the reflection, and Dragonheart, as you look at Teresa, the hat is destroyed.
Oh, there goes that.
And there goes that.
Teresa, you
Sorry,
are
Claw.
glowing a bright inlaid blue. And Teresa, what you see on Dragonheart is a skeletal, like, suit, like semi-apparating around him.
You look different.
Just like,
You're...
do I still look cool?
Does he look like he has like is it like a Susanoo?
Not quite. As you look at it more, you see there are tiny bits of sinew and muscle connecting itself to him.
Wow.
Semi-parasitic like.
You kind of look like you have something weird encompassing you, like organic.
That's called
Like-
skin. I know that
Yeah.
you're not really accustomed to us human flesh beings.
And as you
Oh.
look, you see on the skeletal hand there is the muscle-like sinew beginning to like connect itself.
It'd be like made of like, I know you're not used to our human flesh, but oh shit!
Ah! The hell?
Ah, I see you meant this, and not just me being human. Okay, that's concerning.
And I'll look at my own hands and arms and see like all of this. I'm just glowing, right?
After a few moments of you inspecting yourselves, you hear the flapping of massive wings. As coming down from the center in this eye of the storm, descending upon you, covering the sun and becoming a massive shadow over you, you do see this bird-like figure descend upon you. And it will stop above you and flap its wings, causing massive wave breaks around you. As you're close to this now, it does look like an eagle-like face. It has a very sharp, like pointed eagle-like beak. Its feathers, if you would, are roiling clouds, each one into a feather-like structure with the main part of the feather. Each one is like a lightning bolt, attaching it to this huge figure. Its claws and it are in itself both made of hail and electricity and hardening of water as it slowly becomes into that ice-like structure. And its eyes are the only thing that seem to be unfitting of a storm. Its eyes are piercing red. And it will stare down upon you, beating its wings. With every beat, you guys are on the waves. You. Its voice echoes like a rumbling of thunder and crackling of lightning. You have been touched. You have embraced. You have been marked.
Who are you? What are you?
I am storm. I am chaos. I am. And just as he says that, the storm itself will just go until there's a clear sky before it once again picks back up, and it now no longer in the center of the storm. It is just torrential downpour. He begins to camouflage into the storm clouds around him before he begins to create that tunnel around you again. Dragonheart, how are you reacting?
No, he's not going to interrupt this thing.
Oh, it stopped talking. It's just staring at you.
Yeah, I know. He's just like, I don't want to. But I don't think I can punch this thing, so I'm going to go ahead and listen to it.
Yeah, please try. Please try.
Look, that's why he said
he.
He says, I can't punch this thing, so I'm not going to aggravate it. Look, Dragonheart knows when he shouldn't fight something for the most part.
There we go. Okay, I'm glad you
For the most part.
Well, he tried to punch that one dragon.
Yeah, he did. It will look at you and kind of like you see just a brief bolt of electricity go across through its eyes. You looks down at Teresa. Unnatural, yet filled with energy and light. And we'll look over to you, Dragonheart.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like cock its head. You granted protection by the Old One. I see you and will remember.
Not a good sign.
You have been granted amnesty from my divine light. But I will remember. I will pursue.
Can I interpret that as this is your get out of jail free card, and then it's the one and only one?
Yep.
Okay.
My mark will carry with you as long as life beats within you. Prove yourself. We'll just look down upon you.
How?
In time as storms rise and fall, so shall you.
Cryptic.
Just Teresa. Cryptic.
Oh, I heard you're a dick.
Oh, no. No, she definitely said
Yeah, I got bad news. There'd be no
No.
save for that one.
Yeah. What are you doing? You're like, okay, I guess you want to die today.
Be gone from my sight. Be gone from my storm. And you two are, as he beats his wings, you two are both picked up and just launched into the air. High or low,
Wow.
Tristan?
Low.
High or low, Teresa?
Hi.
Hilarious.
It was the
Oh,
opposite
no.
for both.
It's standing sideways.
You two are launched, and almost just under a minute since the lightning struck the side, does this storm, as you guys see this massive being, this force of nature rise up, spread its wings, a thunderous call. It is. You guys ever been like near the epicenter of a thunderstorm whenever it's going off, and you feel the thunder shake your bones?
Smell.
Imagine that 10 times worse. As you are all shaken. I need you all to give me a Constitution saving throw.
All of us?
Okay.
All of you guys, all the ones conscious. The unconscious ones don't have to.
I tried so much.
You say Constitution?
Yeah, class fine.
Haha, natural 20 for a 22.
Cool. You'll succeed.
19.
You'll fail.
You'll fail.
5.
I think you succeed with
Oh.
that one.
Oh my.
30, 20.
21.
Oh, no, you two aren't there. You don't have to worry about that.
Well,
Oh,
you
wait,
could-
no.
that's why we kept asking everyone. You want everyone who's
no,
conscious?
no, just those three.
Okay.
Oh, everyone's in there. Okay.
Because I rolled as well.
No. I need another D6. I wonder if I can get some dice ASMR going. For those at home can. Okay,
One of those was metal.
you are correct.
Perfect for lightning.
Oh, you guys got pretty lucky. Did we?
I don't know, so far. Being marked and said, like, rise to the occasion or you'll die next time is like, all things considered.
Everyone hydrate and stretch.
Ostrich.
Ostrich check.
Ostrich. I
I'll
can't.
put my head in the sand.
Hostage.
Posture.
Posture. There we go.
I know I'm a fan
wow,
of big
that
birds
was...
and whatnot, but this is
If you failed, you take 30 thunder damage, and if you succeeded, you take 15.
Jesus.
Sorry.
This is rigged.
I know, right? I'm actually surprised I'm still up.
Even in the teeny hut.
It's
Yeah.
like think of it like a concussive wave.
Counterspell.
You are definitely not within
Don't have
30.
magic.
You're definitely not within enough feet to counter a spell. Okay.
How would you counterspell a natural reaction or nature reaction
It
anyway?
is
That
not
is
a nature
a-
reaction.
That is a good question. I would love for you to figure that out. So yes, how's John looking?
I still up.
What are you at?
11.
So yeah, definitely eardrums, just nose. Yeah. Just also Typhoon, how are you looking?
Oh, I'm fine. I'm just halfway.
You are both, since you both failed, you're considered dazed.
Sweet.
And confused.
Not again.
That migraine got real loud, man. That migraine went, hold my beer.
Oh, so this is just your normal everyday life, isn't it? This migraine just got that bad.
Yep.
So
Takes you down most of
over
your hit
to-
points.
I say to Gary, this is why I drink.
all right, this is why I drink. As soon as that happens, the storm disperses. It is just shunted away.
Good old shunting.
Well, that wasn't normal. Have we? I'm outside of the hut yelling, Teresa, Dragonheart,
Give me perception.
looking.
Oh, yeah.
Perception.
I'm
I was gonna
gathering
say-
myself.
I'm assuming as that happens
Nice.
to me, Constantine's just like,
Oh, Constantine
yeah.
is like, John. Hey, John.
I don't see a hole.
24.
With a 24, you see them. They are down at the beach,
Eating
crashed
sand.
against the rocks. You
Are
each
they-
take 20 points of damage.
No, it could be worse.
Gotcha.
It
Do they
could-
look conscious?
No.
Okay. I'm gonna go back to the group up here and be like, I see them down at the beach. I'm gonna go down and get them. Are you guys okay?
I'm still getting my bearings.
Okay. Well, I
I'm
might need
alive.
a hand because there are 2 of them. So
Wait, John's like, how much health do you have left?
John's at 11.
I don't know. I heard 1.
Jesus. John's squishy. John's not that squishy.
I mean, close enough, though.
Honestly,
You get stabbed once.
we need to get some healing potions, especially. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna like triply walk out. What's the word? Clumsily walk out. It's like
before
the
that,
days of
I'm going
Apocalypse.
to hang on a second. Cast first level cast wounds on John.
Cast wounds.
I know that you
You
meant
see
cure
this?
wounds, but cast
I
wounds.
know. I
That's
just thought
called
it was like
inflict
that'd be a
wounds,
fun
and now
spell.
we did.
How many
Can
you tell how
damage am I
tired I am?
taking?
I cast
That'd be
inflict
a
wounds and
fun
kill
spell.
John.
Kill John Lennon.
She's like, let me just finish a job real quick.
And that is 8.
Nice.
So you get 8 points of healing.
Cool. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
After you cast that, you see that the waves are kind of coming up, and they are beginning to like lift your team's legs that are close to the water. Here soon, the water is going to reclaim.
Pull them out.
Yes.
Am I still dazed?
right.
Yeah.
How long does it last?
A minute.
All right, I'm gonna grab a hold of Typhoon's hand
I'm
he'll be fine in a
clumsily
minute.
going.
and drag him with me to go down.
Cool. Give me acrobatics at disadvantage, both of you.
If I find a way to slide down in a safe way, I'm gonna do it.
Yeah. Okay.
Is it acrobatics?
Yes.
There's a way to do it.
Yours is at disadvantage because you're helping a dazed Typhoon go down,
Yeah.
and Typhoon's at disadvantage because you're dazed.
I still got a 14.
15.
Probably doesn't make it, but still.
You do make it. You do kind of fall and like stumble a little bit, and each take 3 points of damage as you're like hastily making your down. At around the time that you get to the bottom is about a minute, and that is where right about when Teresa and Dragonheart, you are both conscious now.
Oh, okay.
Your bodies are unable to move though.
No, that sucks.
So you see and you feel yourselves are now like beginning to lightly get pushed up and pulled out ever so slowly as the waves come up, but you are unable to do anything about it. So you feel yourselves being pulled back into the ocean, and on your guys' lower bodies you feel these talon like every time the waves come up it feels like a talon's like attempting to pull you back in. This is around the time when Nariana and Typhoon get down there.
Okay.
Eve!
I'm gonna get over there. Are you guys okay? While casting Cure Wounds first on Dragonheart, then on Teresa.
Can we talk?
Nope.
Are we able to?
I
Can't
can't cast
do
anything, so
diddly.
I'm pulling whoever is close to me, furthest away from the water, and then going for the next.
I mean, they're pretty equidistant. Who you picking first?
Choose your favorite. That we will never forget that this was the choice you made.
I rolled the die. The die picked it. It was Dragonheart anyways. It was even
I'm your
Dragonheart odds.
favorite.
It was odds.
I
with
punched
Teresa.
Bros before andrones.
and drones.
Oh boy.
I didn't want to call Teresa a hoe.
You pull Dragonheart out.
Yeah.
As soon as you are released from the water, you are back to being like.
All right.
And Dragonheart, you get 16 points.
I need you, Typhoon, to give me an athletics check.
Okay, yeah, sure, right away, sure. yeah, shamalama ding dong. 16 plus,
And-
what's athletics, plus 4, 30, 20.
With a dirty 20, you're able to get there right before Teresa is pulled out.
Come here, Teresa.
Come here.
Come here.
Terrible
And
way of
then
doing that.
Teresa, you get 8 points.
Awesome.
So yes, you are now, as soon as you exit out from the water and are back onto dry-ish shore, you...
Are they still glowing and clawed up or like boned up, whatever he is?
No.
Oh.
Bone.
That was a minor deity showing us our form that we cannot see, more or less, I imagine.
Well,
Is that what
my
you're supposed to
hat
say?
is.
Yeah, the hat's gone.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd be more surprised if it survived. I'm gonna be real honest with you. I'm surprised your. Okay, this sounds weird. I'm surprised your clothes are still attached.
Are you guys
Well,
alright?
the bird's got modesty, man.
I wasn't wearing much to begin with.
I mean, that's fair, but lightning's still lightning. That doesn't change that.
Yes,
Checks
Teresa?
beneath the tights. I have no underwear on. No.
They're lightning proof.
Are you guys? I'd ask if you're okay, but like you're probably not. But sure, are you okay?
For now, I think so.
Okay.
We got
can
marked
discuss...
by a minor deity.
We got a hike to get up there. I'm curious.
Let's discuss that when we all get back together. Do you guys need
Okay.
assistance, or can you walk on your own?
How's the family? Are they okay?
They're fine.
Okay.
We're
I
doing this as we walk.
should probably hide.
Nah, we'll just blame the deity.
No, oh, just like say that
Actually, I
it
think I
blasted
have-
me, and the
Into a
force was so
different-
great that it
we get
changed
to the
me into
cart
human.
If you get to the cart, like while they're still asleep, I have an extra cloak in there. It's just my normal cloak. I mean, obviously, that's not going to change your entire race or anything, but it'll help us with the next town over.
Okay.
I will remind you
yeah.
that the ocean is not made of water. You were just in the astral sea.
Oh. Oh yeah.
That the ocean is not water.
Right.
Yeah.
It's
That's
water-like
Right.
property and is perceived as water, but you were not in water. You were in.
Remember how I was birthed in, basically?
Oh.
Right, that's what I'm saying. We'll blame the ocean. So if they're like, "Why are you different?" It's like, well, technically he was different once before, but then the water
Yeah.
after
Yeah,
the
she just-
incident.
They meant lightning and the water. And this
We
is
were
the
able to
outcome.
walk on the ocean.
And this is
Though
about
I
the
think
time
that
you
was
guys
just a
get to the
vision.
top.
Okay. John found them. They're okay.
Just take the-
John, you immediately first thing you probably clock is Teresa.
I put the cloak on her head.
John, you okay? You alive?
What?
We know
Is
you're
the
a
family conscious right now?
No, they are still passed out.
I love
Cool,
the-
that I'm not gonna pretend to react. I'm just gonna be like, oh, that's wonderful.
Yeah, I'm glad we're alive too. Thanks, John.
Yeah. You're
Hey, let it be
bleeding from
John
your
without it.
nose. Are you okay?
Good.
physically. I mean,
He just stares, just like. All right, we're gonna have to do something about that.
we can blame it on the ocean.
I'm sure we can.
Okay, yeah, but we can't say that to the next town over.
Well, the next town over won't know.
I mean, we don't know if anyone will recognize Teresa from her past. That's why I gave her the cloak.
We had the Hat of the Skies based on presuming that people remembered what I look like.
And there's nothing that says that they still don't.
I mean,
That's-
some might. There are races that live hundreds of years.
Wait,
Not
maybe-
everybody looks like me, though.
Sure.
But that's the thing, you stand out if they remember you.
I
mean, something. Okay, let's. be
I
real.
can.
Something
Oh,
like that's a memorable event. That's what I'm saying.
oh! I just remembered. Before coming into this sliver, out of character. Before coming to this sliver, I actually cut my hair.
Wait, didn't you buy a device that
Yeah.
changes your look too?
No. That
You
was
didn't buy it?
the Hat of the Skies that
No, I meant from
Claw gave to me.
from-
Sorry, Claw.
no, from Braun. I think it was Braun. What at the moon place?
That's not mine.
There was an item. Okay, we didn't
That's
buy
not
it.
mine.
Though?
No, that's not mine.
Okay, I'll just double check it.
Arp.
That's right. Yeah.
I imagine you guys make a camp up here for a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
About an hour later, the family will wake up.
On the horses.
So,
Yeah, that is a short rest.
yep. Burn them, hit die.
I'm at 58. I'm fine.
I'll get
Want
me
me to change
back
that?
up to 96. So
Go wait.
96, Jesus.
I'll change that. Dragonheart.
Oh.
Caw, slap. Ah.
I mean, Teresa is a fighter. That's why she has so many
Yes.
points.
Teresa is a con-heavy fighter.
I meant to take the punches, not to dodge the punches.
In too deep.
All right, I'm almost back to full.
Oh, that's good.
Kind of like, you have like a little spiritual tea session.
I will. Could I also? Would it be possible to take that short rest to ritually resummon Constantine?
Oh, 100%. He will come back as, John, Oh. Well, wow. That did not go like I thought it would.
Me neither.
I wish we could all hear it.
I'm not still glowing, right?
No.
Like, everything's
At this
gone.
point, you're not,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
You
You
doing
were
all right?
I just look like a
Supercharged.
normal human.
Constantine will, like, look at you.
No,
Sorry, bud.
it's all right.
That's rough, buddy.
He'll hop
offer
up onto
my
your shoulder and
flask.
just, like, lean
I'll
in.
offer my flask and just say it kind of helps with some pain sometimes to take a swig if that's your thing.
Oh no, the pain's not there after the short
Oh.
rest. That's fine.
It's just a collective of.
Just the collective
Yeah,
bullshit.
I just like.
It's not the pain. It's just the collective.
It's the
bullshit.
unlucky the unlucky cards that life deals us sometimes. Like, of course, her hat would rip right before we
Right?
get off.
Of course
Right.
we'd interact with some ancient primal sky deity. Of course we'd get hit by lightning. Of course the hat would be destroyed.
Of course, I would make the devil's bargain without knowing
I
what
say,
it
yeah,
was.
that
Of
was part
course.
it. But to pull the curtain back a little bit, the severity of the thunderstorm was dependent on where you guys were in your journey. It's just when I rolled the 2, you were literally as close to the ocean as you could have been.
Yeah. that's
So it was a
fair.
good thing we moved.
Yes. If this would have been later on, none of that shit would have happened. You guys would just had to like shelter in place and hopefully not get hit by regular lightning.
Oh, thank God for that.
But it was the second
So-
roll. It was the second happening that was like, hopefully it's not the 2.
But if we like stayed down at the bottom, like we would have died probably, or
Wait,
got washed away.
the number was 3, not 2.
It was
No,
3.
No, 2, because you said 2 earlier and it was thunderstorm. I rolled a 2. No,
Oh,
the 3 on the die to get hit.
Yeah.
2 on the encounter table.
Oh, okay. I was like, wait a minute.
Yes.
These numbers are all over the place.
This game is about numbers. So yes, they are beginning to wake up. And what happened? What?
Severe thunderstorm. Everything's okay. We're in shelter. And I think the storm's passed.
How long were we out?
About an hour.
Oh, okay.
And don't be alarmed, but they're one of our companions fell in the sea, and she looks a little different now.
yeah. Hey.
Hey, what's up? It's me, your boy, Skinny
Roll
Penis.
me persuasion.
Bro.
Me or
nonchalant-
Teresa?
yeah.
You, because technically, was in the sea does look different. You're omitting key details, but you're not.
Yeah.
You're framing it in such a way that you're not wrong. You're just not right.
That's unfortunate. I rolled a 5.
Oof.
Oof.
They will look and look at Teresa.
It's a long story.
Look back to you guys. You all are helping us get back onto our plan, knowing what we've done. It's only fair that we do not ask questions on what you are doing. Looks to John. Plausible deniability.
Plausible deniability.
Plausible
Plausible
deniability.
That's right, kiddo.
For the record, when you
Close
asked
enough.
when you earlier asked if this is the kind of stuff that happens to us often, I think immediately after the Bears and this, you can see what I mean.
You guys
Yes.
see what I'm saying? Something random always happens to us. I swear to God.
It's like there's some deity in the sky that, like, the roll of the dice decides when the things happen to us.
Oh my god, damn.
They say when
actually-
you go down and reach bottom, there's an up. I'm still waiting to go up.
There's one paladin of the DM. It's just out there.
John, give me.
Plausible deniability.
Yeah, give me an Arcana check though, not plausible deniability. Check.
Plausible deniability.
Dirty 20.
The dirty 20, because Dragonheart is shirtless, and one of the times when he's like turning around, ever so faintly, you see what appears to be a feather-like scar from a lightning strike. That just for a moment, whoop, whoop. But you clock it because there's like an primal arcane presence there that your body is just like, what?
Eh.
And you
Real
just see
quick.
it flash before it turns back into a scar. Yeah.
Did they tell us what happened in the time frame before the family woke up?
Would you guys have?
Would you guys have?
Before the family wakes up?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
You did what?
We didn't do deadly.
That's pretty badass. That's the outcome because you see that hole, like that's where y'all were standing.
You just
You, I thought you were dead. Well, actually, with us, I don't know what's gonna happen with us.
Yes.
roll me deception. You thought they were dead.
When I died.
I mean, I did say up, they're gone,
Yeah, you did say up, they're gone.
but like
Um,
that doesn't
they're
imply
dead.
dead. But yes, I did say up, you're gone. But I wasn't wrong. I did tell them that there's a potential that you might be dead. I'm not gonna deny that.
You guys, I will say, take some time and then take 20 to get that cart back down.
Okay.
And continue along our merry way. Frankie and Peanut are moving not
Not
as fast, but they're still moving.
That's
On
good.
the road again.
I am heavily cloaked.
Claw will.
And I would have.
Yeah.
I would have given them some like treats.
Claw will
Actually-
relay upon that they are talking about the great Skyhawk.
I'm gonna hook us up with this bag of bounty and like let's calm our first stomachs and feed. I don't know. I got this thing. I never get to use it, so I want to use it.
Would
I
you like
got
to
a bag
describe
of
what you're
food.
doing?
I'm like, oh yeah, I got this thing. I'm gonna reach into this bag. I forgot how this works, but I'm gonna pull out some food. But how do I do this now? What do I roll? Is it just a flat D20?
I don't know. Maybe read the description.
This is. I know it's been a while. This is the sturdy leather sack with teeny, whatever that word is, shards embedded into the lining. If you have the
You make a charisma check.
hospitality, you can use an action to cast create food and water, drawing a feast from within the bag. Your charisma check.
You make a
that's-
charisma check, which is good for you.
Yes, it is.
So it's plus 3.
Right, that's 11 plus 3, so it's 14.
So you get comfortable.
I pulled out comfy
You
food.
guys make you guys get like a comfortable amount of like trail
Pillows.
snacks. So decent all around feeling, just pretty good all around. Not overly great, but not terrible. And you guys are continuing your journey. You guys make camp later down and bed down for the night, and you guys are probably talking about all the sick nasty stuff.
I ate an elemental.
That's not
Nora
good
just
enough.
gives him a look at this point.
You sure did, buddy. You sure did.
A few more days go by, and you guys have crossed over the tracks. It's pretty uneventful. You see a few other carts going past, heading to and from different areas like Dramic, and we're going to roll our final event.
I swear to God.
Dun, dun, dun,
What?
dun, 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 dun.
I don't know. I just know.
What's a number everyone's hoping for?
No clue.
I feel like the shadows are ominous, so let's go with the tiny hut. Or the little hut. Whatever
8.
hut.
Hut.
Hi.
No.
We get the shadows?
No.
Was it 8?
No.
We get
No,
nothing?
the 8 is anyways.
Was it a number?
Yes.
Hell yeah, I got the yes, guys.
Yeah.
Upon getting close enough to Dramic, where there are trail markers and signs telling you there, who's driving on your final day as you approach towards Dramic? You should get in around nightfall.
I mean, I can do it.
I'll join you. Well, I was gonna say we look the most inconspicuous, but you really don't.
So is Typhoon and Dragonheart?
Yeah, I will mention and suggest that Teresa and the family stay inside at
Yes.
all times.
Yes.
They will let you know that as soon as you get in, is if they can take their stuff, and like if you guys can drop them off at the port, they will be fine.
They're like, if we can get away from you as fast as fucking possible, that'd be great.
Pretty much.
Oh, they are ever thankful.
We're
Consider.
thankful to be away from us.
Thankful to give us money, maybe?
I will say they will give you from their
You're going rogue.
pretty decent amount. I mean, you could pretty decent of like stores they have. You will each get 3 platinum.
Ooh.
Jesus.
Don't mind if I do. They had like a whole bunch.
I
Yeah,
will
like
add 3
stacks.
platinum to Claw.
Did you have the? Oh, never mind.
What?
Nothing, because I forgot the way you split it wasn't. Also, never mind. Just kidding.
Just kidding.
Hey,
Hey,
we
thanks
got
for the
a
raid.
Hey, Opa!
It is
Well,
Von Jabberwock. Enter the Jabberwock name. I'm
Name.
not doing the laugh.
I like
funny.
the
It's funny.
I
animation.
can't do that.
Oh, ho, 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 ho.
Air
wait,
spawn,
wrong
horsecock.
Yuck!
Okay.
I do it right?
I'm just gonna do Santa every
Go.
time Eris does the laugh.
Damn it.
If you want to hear Eris do the laugh, you can join us on Sunday, where Eris will do the laugh.
Yeah.
That's true. Every Sunday at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for Vampire the Masquerade.
That's just the
DC by
entire
Night.
We
stream.
just open and it's just the whole stream is just Eris left.
Yeah, it's just background. It's like, okay, so you're in the dark street.
It's also a sound alert.
You should make it a sound that
It is
We
the
should
only
make a
sound
sound bit.
Oh, Eric can now finally listen to because Discord cuts it, but the mic doesn't cut it. So I could do my Bellington laugh.
Now we're good. Thanks.
No, we're solid.
Why you
We're
Do
past
it. Do
He's such a
it.
great.
The moment's gone. Brady.
Anyway, what were we doing? We got money.
Do
Need
it.
to come.
Everyone just immediately like get him out of here. How many
I
times we
want
got to
you
teach
to
this
do
lesson, old man? So with you two driving, Typhoon,
Yes.
give me a perception check at advantage.
Oh yeah. 14 plus. What's my perception? Plus 4, 18. Sorry.
So with an 18, as you're passing by this small little encampment on the side of the road, people are sleeping in. It's like noon at this point, but people are like still sitting there. You hear some familiar tunes.
Are they bear sounds?
What type of familiarity?
Shanties.
I look over said direction.
Leave her, Johnny, leave her.
You look, and you can see it through the trees. They're not super well hidden, but you would know what you're looking for a symbol like any sort of sign. And you see the symbol of a wave being broken.
Wait, is that's mine, right?
Yep.
Wait, stop the cart, Wait, okay, short notice, but I want to go say hi. That's my old crew. I'm gonna go say hi real quick. Also, they can probably give us passage, so probably a good idea to say hi. But you can come or not. I'm gonna go say hi. It's been years since I've seen these
I'm
guys.
staying.
Okay, bye. I
Bye.
said you can come or not if you want to. I know
I'll
John
join
probably
him.
doesn't want to.
Okay. So we got the cart's been stopped.
Yeah, I'm
Nariana
just really
and
excited.
Typhoon. Anyone else going?
I mean, yeah.
Darkenhouse like, pirates, huh?
Drinking, huh?
John, you're probably like, no, thank you.
Yeah, no, I'm good.
If they are
Hard
singing
pass.
sea shanties, I want to come in singing.
Hey, roll performance.
Well, that's really good.
John, while you're sitting in the cart, the little girl is like, can you teach me spells?
That's adorable.
It's not nose brat.
Sure, we'll try to teach her dancing lights. That's pretty harmless.
Cool. Okay,
18.
so that's what you're doing. So if you need to bounce. There,
Yeah.
John. One moment, I just need to do a little bit of stream work. Beep.
Bye, John.
People are a little...
You are now John.
Yeah. We're a little helter-skelter on these, so we're getting closer to...
My old shipmates.
Quiet you.
My old shipmates.
Now it's just dragging her awkwardly behind John.
I just saw that.
He's like, hello.
And then I'm doing as fast as I can. Pachaw.
Ka-chow!
Pachaw. Kerchew.
Oh my lord, that was in sync.
It's almost like I see Brandon very often.
Yeah, it's almost as if we interact frequently.
I'm confused.
Oh, well, you can see my entire bedroom.
Not anymore, you can't.
Yeah. Oh, not anymore. Okay.
You get back behind your window.
No,
Oh my lord.
Okay,
I'm
I
trapped.
fixed it.
Get back in your hole.
So you are singing, what's your performance?
It was 18.
Yes, they're singing a song that one of my personal favorite is called Johnny Tar. It's a really good song, look it up. So, as you, DM said, it's for combat. We're not in combat. Are we in combat? Are you about to fight your crew?
Look, every time
You can
you'll
have a
say a
play
line,
combat.
I'll sing
I'm
it
gonna be
in,
real
like, in
honest with
response,
you.
just like a real sea
With
shanty.
my crew, anything's possible.
It's
Uh,
combat.
Blue, I'm gonna write down next combat. I'm gonna redeem it. Don't you worry. I'm gonna put it down. Next combat, I sing.
Hi, Shy. Bye, Shy.
I mean, we can always just do a round of let's do you want to do the chariot, or we can just do drunken sailor.
Oh
Just,
God. What do you do with the drunken sailor? What do you do with the drunken sailor? What do you do with the drunken sailor? Early in the morning.
Shave his belly with a rusty razor. Shave his belly with a rusty razor. Shave
That
his belly with
sounds
a rusty
dangerous.
razor.
Early in the morning.
Put him in the with the
This is
captain's
my
daughter.
crew.
Put him
Thank you
in the
very
Got
much.
with the captain's
This is the
daughter.
stream now, guys. This is the stream.
You're not even a
If I knew the
pirate.
song, I'd sing
Look,
along.
do you
but I
think
don't
that
know
when
the
I
song.
finally get some of the clowns together to do Sea of Thieves, I'm not going to be the one that's singing sea shanties the entire time?
hey,
And
you know,
off she
this is
rises,
my
way,
thing
hey,
right
and off she
now.
rises, way,
Yeah, it's
hey, and off
perfect.
she rises.
I only know well.
Go back to the cart.
So you walk up singing Johnny Tar.
Yeah.
You will notice, and I will give you some information.
Like a whole performance.
You see a half elf, a dwarf, a tiefling, a half orc, and an elf. You don't recognize all of them because sometimes the crew changes.
Yeah.
But I will see. You will recognize the tiefling, who is a vibrant fiery orange, hair all the way down past the it's almost hitting the ground at this point, but it's braided, so it's not as. But if it was fully out, you would know her as Seraphina Darkwater. She goes by the name Sable. You would also recognize the half orc. His name is Grom Stonefist. He goes by Iron Hook.
Does he have a hook?
He does have a hook for a hand.
Hell yeah.
And you recognize the elf as Chrysidia Nightshade. She also goes by Whisper. And she is a sea elf. The other two, the dwarf and the half elf, you don't recognize.
That's okay. I don't need to.
Immediately. So Seraphina, I will describe these. Seraphina is more of a very, she's not small. She's about 6 foot tall, without heels. But she is 6 foot tall. She is lean muscle. She's kind of like a speedier version of you, Dragonheart. So she has her muscle is more for speed and dexterous. You see she has a component pouch next to her. She's wearing these beautifully intricate, kind of like a tunic that accentuates her orange. It's blue, dark blue, and accentuates her orange. It looks like a wave scene happening. She is the current one leading the singing. There is Grom. He is wearing as little garb as he can. Currently, he is in just a loincloth with some underwear, and he is just rippling muscles, just standing there. He is currently keeping tempo by just taking a large log and just beating it on an empty log. So it's like doom, 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 doom.
Or just him clapping his ass cheeks. I mean, whatever.
No.
God.
Chrysidia is she is the one currently playing on a small viol. She is wearing the darkest colors of the group. She is wearing more midnight blues and blacks. She has her bow sitting next to her. You would know that she is a ranger. Since you know these three, you know that Sable is a storm sorcerer. Grom is a barbarian. And Chrysidia is a ranger. The other two, the dwarf is sitting there. He is currently getting out a flute and playing the flute along with. He looks the most sailor-like. He has the traditional sailor-like clothes on, and then the half elf is wearing very similar garb to you, Typhoon.
Hmm.
If you'd like to give me insight to them, I can let you know.
Epic, why not? Show me the money. That sucks. 5 + 7 is
Yeah.
12.
You can get the sense that she's a swashbuckler.
A swashbuckler.
She's you.
Oh, I know. I know.
You also, with that, you can maybe infer that the dwarf is a bard.
That tracks. What's your reaction?
As they see, Sable will get up. By the stars, if it isn't Typhoon!
Sable!
Where's the money you owe me?
Oh.
Still somewhere
getting
out
out of
at sea,
them.
I'm sure.
Grom will immediately stop. Well, if it isn't Typhoon.
Where's the money you owe me?
And I do the flexing thing.
Oh, still as small as ever as I see it.
One day I'll get to it. No, I won't.
I highly doubt it.
I do too.
Gracidia will look over. Hello, Ty.
Oh, Chrysidia, come on. All we've been through, you couldn't show me a cheerier intro than that.
You're the reason we got spotted when we tried to board that ship, remember?
Listen, I told you it wasn't my fault. If he was knocked out properly in the first place, we wouldn't have been in that place.
It was your job to knock him out.
Look, semantics. That's really listen. I was still learning, okay?
Yeah.
And they didn't even explain. Listen, the plan wasn't even like fully foolproof, obviously. And like they're like, oh, knock out this guy, but like there was more than one of these guys, and like there's no name tag, so obviously how was I supposed to know?
Common sense, maybe.
Yeah, well, there's more than one. I'm only one person, okay? And I was still like learning. Much better at it now.
The other two are gonna look, look at who you are. The dwarf will. Is this the feller that the captain was talking about once?
He talks about me, you say? Yes, hello. I am Typhoon.
You can call me Beryl.
Which one was this? The dwarf that
This
said
is the
that?
dwarf.
I was gonna say if it's
You
tabaxi.
said barrel?
Barrel the barrel.
That's a monk fighter. That's a drunk monk. He exists somewhere. Yes, that's the bar. His first name is Barnaby,
Barnaby.
but he goes by Beryl. Yes, I go by Beryl, and this is the name's Lysandra.
I'm never gonna remember that.
Yeah,
Right.
that's why I wrote it down.
Call me
nice.
Storm Rider.
Oh, okay. I'll keep that to myself. Well, no, it's nice to meet you, Beryl and Storm. How long have you been on the crew?
Storm Rider.
Or Storm Rider, sorry, I didn't write it all out.
Well, we've been on for about a few years at this point.
Fair enough. Where's Captain at?
Last we heard, the captain was in Dramic, running some business, and so we thought it might be a right good time to come out here in the wilderness and sing some songs.
I respect it. Always down for a good time, eh?
All right.
Actually, how long are you guys gonna be in town?
Probably for another night or two, maybe 3. Depends if the captain's business needs a little bit more, muscle, if you understand. Yes.
Nah, I remember what it's like.
Yes, the captain is currently, they be trying to figure out some business, with some more scrupulous types than normal. And that's been causing a little bit of holdup, some paperwork, some, usual bureaucracy. You know,
Yeah, this liver with all that is a lot of fun. It
it's
seems.
a pain in the arse.
Yes, 100%. I hate it. Actually, though,
We're
do you know
being-
exactly where he is, or where you guys are
Uh,
staying at?
Yes, we could take you there. I guess we're gonna get to go back to town. But we're being ever so rude. Please, introduce us to your friends. Yeah, introduce me to your friends here.
Oh,
This
I
one
am
looks
so-
like he's got a warrior's heart.
Okay,
Oh, shucks.
Dragonheart and Nariana are the only two that are with me right now, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so right here to my left, you guys might have seen him before. I at least heard of him. The one and only Dragonheart Jr. You remember the fighters that we heard about in that desert slither?
Why,
Yeah.
you're the son of the man that breathes fire.
Yeah.
Yes.
Holy shit. Pretty cool.
Yeah.
Too bad
It's
it's
pretty
all
badass
rigged.
watching it.
Yeah.
At least that's what I hear.
Well.
Oh yeah, you wanna?
Let's see. How big is this clearing, sir?
You should prove them wrong.
About 20 feet wide.
I'm gonna hype you the hell up.
Well, I mean, I'll do. Is it clear enough if I do?
You might singe a few things.
Okay. I'll make a big drip.
There, I'll water bend. It's okay.
That's fine. We'll do is like, okay. It's like, all right, sir. You think it's all rigged? And like, look. He opens his mouth, like, nothing in my cheeks, and he'll do like very like martial artist pose, and just like up and just.
Yeah, no, it's hot.
It's
hurts.
fun.
Seems pretty
I mean,
cool.
in the stinking sense of the word.
Breath weapons.
And on my right, we have the one and only Nariana.
Hello, gentlemen and ladies.
And we have a few more back at the cart, but they're looking after.
Or they chicken.
escorting. Looking after a family we were escorting that we saved on the way.
Oh, you kidnapped a family. Typhoon, look at you. You can take this. You can take the man off the sea, but you can't take the sea off the man.
In my head, I'm thinking, I was like, I guess in a sense, it wasn't really kidnapping, but they're paying us at the same time. So yeah, I'll let them believe that.
Oh, wow. That is quite interesting. The barrel will. That is. Your compatriots have kidnapped someone.
We didn't kidnap them. We just escorted them. He likes the flair for the dramatic.
I didn't even say anything.
Wait,
I just let them think it. I'm not going to stop them. And we took money from them for doing it. So
well, that seems. I mean, all right. However you need to do to get by there, Typhoon.
there was a kid crying on the road, and we stopped. Figured we'd help us money. So
Sable will come over and like wrap her arm around you. Oh, you always were a little bit of a soft spot for some crying kids. Remember that time that you gave your drink to a child?
and it was funny as hell too.
It was.
Narita
I
just
don't
gives
back
him a
out.
dirty look.
Yeah, it doesn't faze me anymore.
Oh,
You do drugs. I
Say-
don't. Like,
You do drugs.
you do drugs. So
Your
look
judgment
of
means
judgment is
nothing.
not valid at all anymore.
So, well, they'll clock that. Oh, are you not a fan of the drink? Are you one of those holy people?
Yes.
No fun. No bit
She
of
doesn't drink
flair.
at all.
Oh, it sounds pretty sad. I'm sorry.
That's what. Thank you.
Is
that's
it
what
rude
I've
if
been
I
saying.
drink in front of you?
No.
No,
it
not
is
at all.
Oh, okay. Oh,
I was going to do it anyway.
you see, he has a special hook, like a special mug that he can put his hook in. That like hooks and becomes like the holder, so he'll just hook in.
Oh
and
my
just be
god.
Perfect.
drink up. All right, because I was gonna say it's pretty shitty luck for you. I wasn't gonna stop drinking.
I was going to tell you to look away.
It's just like you, Grom.
Who do you follow? Is it one of them nature gods? What are you one for all the peace and love in the world?
No, I follow Celine.
Oh,
Celine.
Actually, what
Yeah.
is like? I don't know.
you will
I
see Whisper. Oh, moon deity.
Indeed.
All right, respect.
You,
You see, she has a small glass of wine.
fair enough.
If you would give us a moment, we can travel with you.
Yeah, I'd
Oh, that
love
would be
to.
lovely.
Yeah. Actually, I would love to see Captain Skull again. I've been meaning to like trying to find you guys just to catch up.
Well, it's nice that we've been around. We've been hopping around this sliver for a while. That's right, we have been. The dwarf began to pack up his flute. We've been going about running errands for, say, kind of not trying to do a good reputation or anything like that. But you see, it is good to establish some sort of credibility with port towns in case we need to roll in and invest, say.
I mean, yeah, it makes sense. You always got to stock up somewhere. Just be careful with the
Yeah.
guards here.
We
This
paid
sliver
most
is
of them
very-
off.
Okay, fair enough. This sliver is very like strict about
So
something.
boring.
Honestly, it is.
No fighting.
Not one
God.
bit.
That
You
is
get in
killing
trouble
me.
even if you stop a robber. Crazy.
Yeah, I got in trouble for that.
Oh, you stopped a robber? I didn't realize we were in the presence of good people. Typhoon,
I mean-
you really changed then. You what, stopping robberies? I
gonna be
figured you would
okay,
wait for
like,
the robbery
no.
to finish and then steal from them. Like that.
I-
Remember
I
that one
will
time
turn
we
my
watched
face-
somebody, and like they'll go into a story of where you guys watched a ship take out another ship, take all their stuff, and then Captain as well just and sank
100%
theirs
what I
and
would
took
do.
their stuff.
I mean, okay,
Jesus.
I will turn my face away from my new party and just wink at them because I definitely did steal from them during the robbery.
You
Well,
definitely
yeah,
did.
you did.
Yeah, I
And
did.
no one at Dragonheart at that
No one
point was very
knows.
busy going up a roof.
Everybody was busy. That was
Um,
a perfect timing.
wow, what
But
a
no,
good
I take care of what I need
shoes.
to take care of.
Give me an insight check there, Ty.
13 plus 7. Jesus, dirty 20.
Lysandra is just looking at you like, oh, this is pretty pathetic.
Like, I mean, think what you think. I don't know if I count us as good guys because I mean,
Technically,
We
we get
handled some
arrested for
dark
doing it, so.
we get arrested for a lot of shit, but like
Yeah,
then we
we
also
do.
get out of it. Yeah, because there was the other time that I kept killing people and yeah,
Yeah,
well,
it's
whatever.
true.
And then you for flying shit. Anyways,
Yeah, you know.
oh, and then you eating the elemental was fucking crazy.
Oh
You
my
get arrested
God.
For that. That
You
was
what?
just.
Oh, dude, that's what I'm saying. I wouldn't say we're good at douches, but I wouldn't say we're terrible people. It's just kind of like whatever is more eventful for us in the situation.
Like, Cromwell, you ate an elemental.
Mhm.
I mean, you saw that fire,
You
right? You
just,
think
like,
that's any
nom
match
on
for an
'em?
elemental?
When the time calls for it.
Yeah.
You can see that
Yeah,
Nariana
what?
is just rolling her eyes, and her head is just like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, I'm gonna step in
She's
front of you
not
and block
saying
that
anything
eye
right
roll.
now.
I'm gonna hype you up. I swear to God.
I want to fight you.
I bet
Maybe
you
not
do.
now. I'm a little bit intoxicated.
I would actually love to see that fight.
Oh, I'd probably crush him.
I don't know. He's got some tricks up his sleeve.
Well, I bet he breathes fire. It's pretty fucking nasty.
Yes, just fire.
But
Yeah, you gotta be careful.
I rest the power of the sea in my beck and call.
You sure do, Grom. You sure do.
You would know, Typhoon, that when Grom rages, he does shoot lightning out of his body.
He's a storm herald.
That's nothing against our good old dragon boy, our dragon heart.
Man, it's almost if only I could also do that kind of lightning thing.
That's crazy.
See, the battle between you two would be if you can withstand a bunch of big hits, and then how long he can withstand a bunch of small hits.
Yeah. Ha ha ha! Stun! Ha ha ha! Ha! Please die!
You say, please be stunned, please go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep.
Grizzly, grizzly, grizzly. I am Iron Man.
Ah, man.
Well, if you like, if you can
Yeah.
give it a minute, we'll pack up and we'll travel along with you.
You need
Nope.
a hand?
Technically I do, and he will put up his foot. Wait, technically I do.
Nariana will look
background
really
dragon
like foot and mouth at him, like, "Oh shit," not realizing what she said.
Dragonheart's
worry.
tickled by puns every time one NPC drops a pun. Dragonheart cackles.
Well, I lost
I
it
won
when
it.
I was I technically lost it when I was helping get this one out of the water.
Oh, when I was a kid.
Typhoon, you would know that he changes how he lost his hand all the time.
You
There
know,
I was wrestling in the middle of this typhoon as we were wrestling, trying to pull this poor stranded lad down on the
you
water.
lying. You had a hand back then. I remember it.
You were too young to pass that. What do you know?
Because you lost it like years after that. I was
Ugh.
on the ship for a while.
What proof do you have of that?
Because I remember you were drunk and you were playing around with
immediately.
your knife.
I just
Are
hope
you
he was
saying
born
you
with
cut
it.
off
Actually,
your
I
own
was
hand?
drunk too, so I don't know if I saw that right. But you had a hand at the first, and then you didn't. But there's a lot going on. We were drunk, and then we invaded some. There's a lot.
It was a shark person. I'm a knife. The shark person came on board, and then I swiped and he bit my hand off.
Yes.
A person bit your hand off?
Shark
Not just
person.
any person, a shark person. You hear that, guys? Isn't that wild?
I now know where you get your tall tales from.
Excuse
Hey,
me,
hold
madam.
on, wait a minute.
Would you happen to be insinuating that I may not be telling the truth?
Yeah,
Well, you've changed your story 3 times in the last 5 minutes.
maybe it all
How do you
happened.
know I didn't regrow my hand each time?
Exactly, magic
That's
is
terrifying.
a thing.
Oh yeah, magic is a thing.
Magic is a thing.
I was going to
Giant-
get
this
him
is
now,
like
backing him
the
up.
amount of hands I've seen eaten by giant sandworms. I'm not bothered by this. A shark person ate it. Oh, cool. Did you meet a sandworm yet? What?
At this point,
Yeah.
the magic casters who have abilities are beginning to magically pack up camp.
I was gonna do something, but I forgot. I was gonna do like a sleight of hand thing to show I still got it and like steal something, but give it back. Maybe.
Go for it. Roll sleight of hand.
F it.
Who
I
are
get
you?
advantage.
Who are you shooting for?
Who was the one that was saying I've lost my touch?
The one who was
I think
looking
it
at you
was-
like you weren't shit was Lysandra. Beryl doesn't know you.
Lysandra,
Sable
probably.
Sable has made fun of you and said you're going a little soft, but also was like that's a trademark of you. Grom hasn't just made fun of you being small, and then Whisper has implied that you're incompetent.
I don't care about Whisper. Lysandra. Okay, 17 plus 10.
That's pretty good. That beats their 25 passive.
Yeah, 27. Oh.
So yeah, what are you pilfering?
Wait, okay, hold on. Let me look at my. So Lysander was the.
Lysander is the half.
The other swashbuckler.
Is the other swashbuckler.
Either a pouch or a dagger on their belt. Just swipe it.
Okay, you do see there is a very fine crafted dagger with some jewels inlaid into the hilt.
And then as they're packing up, like once things are slowly wrapping up, I'm gonna be like, oh yeah, don't forget this, and then hand it back to them. Well, I'll hold it out. I'll debate about handing it back to him, see what happens.
Lysander will look over. Well, you think you're clever?
Yeah, you're the one that said I lost my touch.
Holds up your money.
Oh.
Holds up their belt.
You didn't steal their belt.
Hey, you want to keep playing these games? Let's go.
Yeah, you will notice that your money is gone.
Money for the dagger? Oh, this is a pretty nice dagger.
We'll reach out their hand and begin to get ready to toss the.
I'll reach out my hand and get ready to toss the dagger.
And we'll toss the bag.
Yes, toss a dagger.
Keep
a
the
pointy
dagger.
object.
I'm kidding.
No,
I'm kidding.
I say as soon as you toss it, you'll see you'll feel the dagger take off.
Oh, I was kidding anyways. Oh, but if it does do that, that's pretty cool. Like if it does that midair.
Yeah.
And I'm definitely gonna know, like, wait, how did you? That's really. That's something I've been thinking about. Like, is it the dagger or is it you?
It's my connection with the dagger.
Is that something you can learn?
No. Took it off of some noble person.
I have to find something like that. Or find a way to attach it to a dagger. I like your style. Okay, you're cool by me. Anyways, let us know if you guys. need
Oh,
anything.
thank goodness! The captain's favorite has shined upon me.
Why are you mad?
And she will continue to pack up and just.
I'll call you out. I don't care. Like, yeah, if I can, I don't really care.
The barrel will come over after packing up their stuff. All right. Do you guys have a cart?
Yeah, but it's
Me
kind
too.
of full.
I was hoping to get a little bit of songwriting done.
Oh, you're saying you want to ride in the car? I thought you want to put stuff in
No,
there.
no.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
Grom carries everything that I do.
that's how he stays fit.
That it is.
I'm sure we could fit one more person in the car. What do you think, Dragonheart Narisa? Did I say that? Nariana.
You said Narisa.
Dragonheart or
You call me Drew.
I said Narisa. I'm like, where did I get that
Narisa?
name from?
That is my
Narisa.
name now.
Narisa.
Nariana.
We should be able to fit
Narisa.
everybody.
Everybody?
Sable
We'll figure
immediately
it out.
walks over to Grom and goes, "Oh, I'm not walking. Grom's gonna carry me. Isn't that right, Grom?" Grom's like, "You sure are right, Sable."
Insight?
Oh yeah.
I was thinking the same thing.
That was sus. Hold on. That's 8 plus 7, 15.
15. Yeah, they're definitely there's a connection there.
Like
They
an
banging.
Arcana connection or like a romantic connection?
Romanticalized.
Okay.
You remember
It's like,
years
"Oh,
ago
Grom,
that
I'm
Grom
a
was
sly
pretty
dog."
sweet on Sable, but never said anything because he was too shy.
I will not make a big deal of it at this moment, but I was like, oh, girl, I see. Just like low to him.
You'll see he will, like on the front, he will put like a massive bag on, and he's just gonna carry that. But also on the front, there's like a little like a cloth seat he folds down, and like
Oh my
she gets
god.
in and like sits down. He stands about like 6'7". He's a pretty tall dude. But she sits, so her feet are still like dangling a little bit. But yeah, she'll sit and like put her hand on his cheek and give him like a kiss. Oh, you do know how to treat me better than anyone else could. You're stop. There's
Can that
company.
insight also answer whether or not like she actually cares or you just like using him?
Go ahead.
Oh, 14 plus. What's my plus again? 7.
21?
21? Yeah.
Yeah, you can tell that they're both pretty into each other.
Okay, I just was checking.
Nariana's
Nah.
just looking on, just like, oh, that's so sweet.
Yeah, then I'll say it's glad to see you guys.
But it's raw.
Shucks, don't know. You look, you got the holy woman involved. Oh, you see, he like turns bright red. Oh, stop.
No, you guys are adorable.
That's probably the
I
sweetest
hope
thing I've
that-
seen between the both of you.
I hope to find that one day.
Oh, I'm
Cherish
sure
it.
you will.
Same.
You're on an adventure right now with Typhoon. You're bound to find something. It might be chlamydia, but
Not for me. I'm clean.
Say we found nothing but trouble, but
Oh my god.
it's been an adventure regardless.
Every day there's something.
you will see Nightshade like, oh boy, here we go. Pack up her stuff, throw it into her bag, and just, you guys that way? Points back to the road.
Hold on, I'm looking at
Yes.
which one's Nightshade.
Nightshade is the sea elf hunter.
Oh, okay, that's one I don't know. Right?
Yeah, you do.
Okay, sorry.
You don't know Lysandra and Beryl.
Storm Rider and Barrel.
Okay.
Yes. But you know Sable, Ironhook, and Whisper.
Well, I forgot what I was gonna say anyway. So.
You guys head back over. So Teresa,
Yeah.
you see 5 individuals coming your way. The same explanation. So the shortest one is a dwarf at about 3.5 feet tall. The tallest one is Grom at 6'7", carrying this vibrant orange tiefling. There's like a 5'10" elf with her hood up in that darker color, and then the half elf who's wearing clothes very, very similar to Typhoon style.
I'm just gonna try and make myself as inconspicuous as possible.
You will see that the dwarf will climb into the cart with you. Oh, hello. I'm Beryl.
I'll do like brief general introductions. Like, so this is my old crew. And then like I'll give their names, well the names they prefer. And then I'll say this is my current crew and some people that we're escorting. And then I won't give specific names, but I'll point out some people, but like I'm doing anything where like I point out a name, I skip a person, which is gonna be one of the family members, then I point out another one of our team names. Hold on, I got you. Then
The
I
family
skip
members are
whoever-
still here?
No.
No, we're taking them to the port, so we
Yeah,
have
they're
them
not there.
until-
You're still there. They're not. They're still with you guys.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
But you get what I'm saying? Like I'm skipping a name, and Teresa's one of the
Okay.
names are gonna skip in between, the people of names that I am naming.
So you're trying to make it seem like they're part of the family.
Yeah, and she's like nonchalant, just because I don't actually know her. I don't know who knows who.
Well, it's a pleasure to meet you. I'll be don't mind me. I'm just gonna be writing some songs.
Hey, be careful of your pockets, guys. Look, I gotta be honest.
Hey. We steal from you, not from them.
All right, fair enough.
Type that.
Go ahead.
I'm also gonna make sure my stuff is protected with me and in a better space. It's in my crotch. I'm kidding.
Yeah, that's a 7.
Can't tell.
Yeah.
You see that Brom is walking he had kind of like reaches over and like one handed opens up the back of the cart and is just walking behind you guys. So Sable is at height, really able to like look in and see you guys and is just having a conversation with you all while Grom's just like talking.
And just hanging out, catching up. I would love to hear like whatever stories they have and stuff like that from since I've been gone. What's going on?
And we will pick up with you guys getting into Brom with these guys and whatever conversations.
From
Brom, yeah. Dramic.
Court
Yeah,
check.
you guys went all the way back to Brom. You guys fucked up real bad. The storm really messed with you.
It was that damn time stone thing.
Yeah,
I knew
right.
it.
Dramic.
Dramic.
You
not
get into
Court check. How did I
Dramic
think Court check?
as night falls.
God,
And that
Dramic.
is we're gonna pick up.
Sounds good.
Thank you guys so much for being here. We hope you enjoyed
How are you?
this session. Hey, thanks.
No, you.
Can't wait for you guys to interact with, this crew.
With pirates.
Excited.
Pirates.
Pirate.
Hopefully, next time we play in 2 weeks with this game, my throat will be better and I'll be able to do even better pirate accents that don't hurt me.
Pirate accents.
Honestly, you did fine with all the accents today.
Thanks. Thank
Welcome.
Except for the ones.
Minus
you
the sneezing
you.
moment.
How dare you?
But you'll
When you
never know which
sneezed, I
ones.
thought you died.
I know. Oh, it felt like I was dying.
Yes.
Yeah.
So what's
Yes,
coming
no,
up tomorrow?
maybe.
Yeah,
Nothing.
give it away.
Anything
Nothing's
fun?
happening tomorrow.
Give it away.
That's why I was testing you. Aha.
Today we play D&D.
D&D.
This will go up on YouTube on Monday.
Monday.
But if you can't get enough of some of our faces, then you
You
can come back
can't.
Sunday
You better.
Sunday.
Sunday.
for Vampire the Masquerade DC by Night Monument of Shadows, where you can join Cymerk as they tell the story of vampires in DC and see some familiar faces such as Stardust Shimmer. I was trying to think of everyone who's in that
Yes.
game, and I was like, I don't know who's all in that
Yes.
game anymore.
Star Shimmer,
Eris
Cyberk,
von
Eris von
Jabberwock,
Jabberwock.
Junie von Esch
Junie
from
von
the
Esch.
RPG table, the RPG table.
Yabba-dabba-doo.
But while we're thinking about the
Zeus.
RPG table, don't forget that you can also catch
Katie
Junie,
Carrick.
Skye, and some of the other players on the RPG table on Saturday nights. They are getting ready to play their next season of Chicago by Night, where Cymark will be playing a monster fucker. That's the only
Monster-
character I know about.
The monster fucker.
But
'Cause
next
that's
week,
hot.
again, the big exciting thing is we're not playing D&D.
No, not D&D.
We will also be -1 Brandon the DM.
Oh, sorry.
It's
Brandon's
fine.
rude.
But in order to replace his excellence, we will be playtesting the micro RPG clown car that I have created. I'm playtesting it live here on Twitch, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on
This exact channel.
Where you sitting now? Just come back next week and watch as I take my players as they play clowns and try and rescue the ringleader. What the fuck? But yeah, so that's what's happening next week.
Anything else from the peanut gallery?
Allergies?
Yeah, allergies.
Peanut allergies specifically.
Oof. Where can people find you guys?
Usually,
Only
I
here.
live in the United States. Yes.
Oh, I can do a promo?
Stream.
Yes.
I'm a streamer, and I'm guessing there are a few others looks at everyone here that are also streamers. Minus Gur. For now.
Hi, I'm Stardust Shimmer. I stream on a blue moon. You can catch me on the blue moon at twitch.tv/Stardust_Shimmer, where I play
Games.
Games, indie games, normal games,
Game.
pain games.
Are there abnormal games or something?
Oh yeah, there's
Yes.
plenty of those, like Toilet Fucker.
Yes.
You heard.
Yes,
I don't think I
I
don't
heard
know.
about those.
So, if you want to catch up on all that,
That you do.
I have a Twitter, which I let people know. Hey,
Ugh,
when I
gross.
stream,
I let people know.
I wasn't
True.
expecting it, so I don't have my full
I
rehearsed spiel.
guess I may be possibly also a streamer. I stream every Wednesday nights at 8:30 EST, as well as Saturdays at usually 8:30 AST, and randomly in between. Anyways, yes, I am also a streamer, but I'm not the only one. You see, there's 2 people right below that are also streamers.
Oh,
And you
what
should
you talking
check
about,
them
Mike?
out.
I don't do
That's
nothing.
crazy, because it's like tragic backstory isn't anywhere on stream. That's correct. Yuck, yeah, you're lying. Anyways,
I
and
will
then
be
we also
streaming a little
Claw's
bit
not
coming
here.
up. Yes, Mayhem Talking is another one.
Yeah.
also
Mayhem,
have-
go follow.
Captain.
Yeah, that's why I said the 2 under, but someone's being quiet.
Captain.
Well,
Who's
Honk
Captain?
honk.
I was gonna say Captain
Captain
Tristan
Smiley.
Sanity, but
Yes, I also. You can find me at Tristan Sanity.
currently
Need more
making
enthusiasm.
VTuber wrestlers. So
Yeah,
if you're a
getting-
VTuber and would like a wrestler made,
Yeah, the goal is to create at least a monthly show of VCW or VTuber Championship Wrestling, where I have.
You
everyone
could
fight.
be the next John Cena.
I hope not.
John Cena pops up. Are you sure about that?
Okay. So with all
Here.
of that being said, thank you guys so much for being here. We hope to see you guys next week for some crazy clown shenanigans.
Yes, those colorful characters. Then.
The clowns. So until then, ta-ta.
I'm